See if my different layout is going to confuse me or not.
It is.
No!
We missed all you guys at DieterCon last weekend.
Y'all went to DieterCon without me?
I feel like I was the only one at Dieter. I was the only one at DieterCon.
I was in cosplay. Might not have recognized me.
Ah.
I was in my massive comet costume.
It takes two to pop it.
Yeah.
I was the bottom. So that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Right. It's like no wonder I didn't see anybody.
I recognize that walk pattern.
I know those heels anywhere.
That swagger can only be you.
Ooh, holy moly. It's been a week and a bit. Time happens that way. What do we all remember from the last sesh? What happened to you guys?
Well, I know
It's
who
been
doesn't
10
remember.
years.
Yeah. Someone was rather silent for some reason last session. It was weird.
Trauma.
Yeah. You found out that you had been replaced in your strange order you were in at some point by your own sister, being called weak and obsolete by their whatever's controlling them.
Some really healthy gut punches for Silas.
Yeah. And it's your sister, so what are you going to do, Hito? Like, I don't want to
Oh no.
In keeping with what I've come to expect, we you guys bullied a child, if I recall correctly.
He got some hits back, though. He wasn't...
Yeah, he
He
did.
didn't take it.
He was more talking down to a child.
Yeah.
Which, given the status between you and the child, I would still consider that bullying.
And then,
the whirlwind met a friend.
Whirlwind got a friend.
Yeah.
the town is surrounded by big monster that will not let you leave. And then at night, everyone turns into monster and murders each other relentlessly.
Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. What's that about?
Yeah. Something's off. Something's off about it.
Yeah, hang on.
Something's a little weird.
Yeah.
You say, I can't put my finger on it, and then in the background, like outside of the window in the background, you can see them like mauling each other to death.
Yeah.
And then a book got a face.
Yeah.
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 There's a lot of magic thrown by not Flotsam. And
I casted gun throughout the combat.
which, depending on what you do, you might be well, those spell slots might come in handy. Since a long rest right now doesn't seem too
Yeah. I am
feasible.
We'll
I
see.
am gonna go ahead and use
Also, bless you, Nuggets.
Thank you, yeah.
I am gonna cast Healing Word at first level on myself.
Absolutely. If it would.
Oh no.
Oh?
I don't know why I did that.
Apparently not. What do you say, no?
Hello?
Just
You're
not
not allowed
allowed.
to cast here. You're not allowed to heal yourself.
Oh no.
I don't know why that's happening.
It's a code.
Yeah, that's how it works. I got that.
Thanks for letting me know.
Let me see. I'll try and figure out what's going on.
Alright. We did kind of leave off last session with a bit of a record scratch. With you having seen what's going on around the town and the fact there is a floating head in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
That
Well, when I asked, "Who are you?" he was like, "Nobody." Okay.
I'll believe you.
this person who already looks like a pirate, well, their head anyway, who
Prepackaged
is
pirate.
looking around rather confused that they are now a floating head in the middle of a room and not tied to someone's hip. So you all kind of get ready and to do whatever you plan to do. I think Viridian was pretty hell-bent on getting out there and beating up a big thing, but Ra is completely reclined in her hammock once more. Hey, there it is.
Ooh, full.
A
as
big
well.
here.
Nice.
This. Raw was
gonna
like, "Are
party
we
once I
done?
get set up,
Hammock
I
time."
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to sleep unless you need someone to keep watch, I suppose.
As you hear glass breaking and things howling in pain outside.
Isn't the front door just wide open too?
And many windows shattered.
Yeah, the windows open. And God, I don't know if it's a good idea to just go running out there though. I think those things are probably running around.
Is Lex emitting light?
A little bit, I think. I'm not sure.
Not in any like mechanically relevant way.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like when you have your screen on your phone set to the lowest light level so you can see it, but it doesn't like really illuminate anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have Lex on dark mode.
Yeah.
Dark right now.
So I think out of anyone, Adelaide, your memory is pretty, like, Fort Knox. Can't really... Forgetting things is the hard part. Remembering them's easy, but... From what little you saw of the body that formed when they cast a spell, you're pretty sure you know who this is, and, well, who they were before they were a floating head. But they seem to be looking around. They probably don't even know themselves that they're a floating head because they can't see themselves. But they seem rather shocked looking at you and seeing you with your book. So I think they separated, didn't they? You still have your book version of them.
Yeah, Adelaide will kind of like almost jog up to the spectral floating head, and like she'll just like almost gingerly put her hands by like the side of his cheeks, and just like kind of look in bewilderment.
Is this a friend of yours, Adelaide?
No.
Can we insight check?
Yeah, were they? I guess they weren't really your friend, you're not sure.
I don't know who this person is.
You can kind of touch their face, like you don't go through them. They're kind of corporeal, in the sense that, like, if you probably pushed any force, you'd probably squish your fingers into the ghostly form. But for now,
when
there's
people
some
try
kind
to
of
touch
resistance.
The 3D thing at the movies.
Yeah. No, Ditter. Hang on.
Adelaide, did you not mean to create this visage?
I mean, I meant to summon him. I've studied this technique, and she like kind of. It seems like she's attempting to go back into her usual cold, analytical voice. I mean, I understand the technique of manifesting the mind out of a spell book, but. And then she'll kind of like look back to Lex. But why are you appearing like a face?
They get a very concerned look on their face, looking down and at your book, and then around for any kind of reflective surface. Like, what do you mean I'm a face?
I walk up and I like pull my so they can look.
Yeah, he kind of leans down in front of you, like. Well, they lean
chest.
somehow. They float down as if they're leaning. It still
Shine your
seems
chest
like they have a body, but It seems like they still have a body that moves and bends, although you can't see it. But they stare in kind of confusion at themselves. And then they kind of stand upright again and look at you, Adelaide. In just utter confusion. What's happening, Adelaide?
Lex, I don't know.
Why do I have a face?
Oh,
I'm a book.
You are. You are. I thought you'd look like, and she holds up her spell book, and where there used to be like the big animated eye rune, there's just nothing there. I thought you'd look like that.
Oh, I don't like this. Can you put me back?
Sure, and she'll wave her hands a bit, then snap, and then he's gone, and the eye shows back up on the book. Yeah, somewhat a sigh of comfort, like the safety blanket has just been thrown back on them. He kind of nestles back into your bag by wiggling. I am gonna process this, and probably have many questions later. You and me both. So what were you doing? She'll kind of look around the room.
I'm gonna go. I guess I want to try and board up maybe the windows. If there's any windows that I think you said have been broken open.
I believe all of them at this point.
Oh,
Many.
Maybe just the one that are closest to where we can hear noises. Try and.
I'm gonna move this shelf by the front door in front of the front door. While I still have Hulk strength.
I'm gonna take the table. I guess I'll try and push the table up against these two windows and I don't know try.
Perfect.
I'll help.
I like how you scrounched it up there.
Yeah.
It's tilted.
Scrounched.
With all the
You
food
know how
dining
things
on
look when they're vertical.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, you think you'd be able to board up this central room pretty easily? There's no windows from the toilet area, so you don't really have to worry about that door. Unless they're going to climb up through the outhouse bit. You don't want to fight that guy.
It's that guy's got his own issues to deal with.
Yeah.
I'll take this bed and flip it up over to the window.
Alright, that's a perfectly good
Go ahead,
cabinet.
Cheeki.
But
Scrumch the bed.
I'm scrumptious.
Yeah.
The cabinet's on this. We have to move it around, and there's all this stuff that's on there.
You can now sleep like a vampire.
Oh,
Sleep like a vampire.
Ross just destroyed my bedroom.
Well, I didn't destroy it. I just moved the bed.
And they're all
Rearrange.
closed. Make sure all the doors are closed and lock them if that's a possibility.
Should we just block this door up and
I think we should just block this door.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Move this big heavy.
That's going to require a strength alone.
The stove is.
I think it's got a gas bed. I don't know how else
right here, so let's use that.
Is that a bed? Okay.
Yeah,
it was just a hammock.
There's the bed and the hammock. They're right above
Nothing
the
like
bed.
nothing like a little interior decorating for Chateau Silas.
Yeah. We're moving everything around.
Viridian, where did you go?
What are you doing, Rudy?
I wanted to move this big bed in front of the window.
Scrumptious. Oh, I moved the walls.
Whoa.
I moved the wall.
I moved the wall. I
move the wall.
Expand the house.
Enlarge house. So, are we going to just wait here until morning? Is that the plan?
I think that's a smart idea. You're all looking very tired.
We at least have time to think now.
I think we probably don't want to look for that thing while there's people running around outside.
Unless that's the only time it comes out.
I think
From what I
they.
understand, it comes out anytime. As long
Yeah,
as someone
they've
tries to
said-
leave, it'll find you. So we don't have
And
to
I-
try to hunt for it in the night at a disadvantage.
I don't know if these things have memory of undergoing this transformation, but that child you spoke to seemed to have remembered, at the very least, what it seemed to have remembered meeting the creature in its human form. Which would stand to reason that it doesn't only come out during the night.
It'd probably be safe for
So-
us to stand here anyway, so we don't have to fight an entire village of those things.
So I'm starting to maybe come up with some theories as to maybe what this thing is or what its purpose might be. It's possible that whatever this transformation that happened to all the people is, like, they're being brought back by Big Blue, so they're not in any danger of dying, but they have this transformation that happens every night. Maybe this creature is what's responsible. It's like attack, almost like werewolves or something, you know.
Yeah, I think me and Viridian were talking about that before too. I think
Either
the,
that. Oh, sorry.
the people don't know what they're doing when they're in that form. Which actually, if we do spend the night here, they might wake up confused as to why they're here in the morning. The people that are just kind of in the bedrooms. Which I think we probably should be here for when they wake up to try to explain to them. I don't know if they already know, although I feel like they might have tried to warn us if they knew.
We could ask them openly and just see if they even remember, and if they don't, we can explain it. The other thing, though, is so that creature stops them from leaving. What if it wasn't responsible for their transformation? What if the creature's purpose is to keep them contained here so that they don't go out and spread that stuff?
You mean that its intentions are benevolent?
Maybe. We don't know anything about it. It's just as likely as it being the cause of it, right?
Well, I guess we might know if we try to go outside and it does try to stop us, we're not infected like they are. If that's the case. And if it does try to attack us, then I don't know if it has any purpose other than just keeping people in.
Comet, can you detect diseases and curses and things like that?
Let me think.
Think.
You need to look at the stars, right? I get that.
Yeah. Go
If
inside.
not after a long rest, probably.
Yeah. I can, yeah.
So, your spell, the moonbeam or whatever, helps kind of calm them down and almost weaken them. I'm thinking maybe if it's a curse or disease, you can detect it on some of the unconscious people in the house. Maybe we can try to figure out what it is, and then we can also, you could use that on us to make sure we didn't catch whatever it was, since some of us got attacked by them. And then we could test the theory. If it only attacks those that are cursed or diseased, then we would know that it's just keeping everything contained.
Well, I think that's a good idea. But if they're cursed, I don't know if I'd be able to tell.
But you would be able to tell if it was some sort of a disease.
Yeah. I can try to do that while they're in the other room. Although there's a possibility that since they are back to their original form, maybe it doesn't activate when they're like that.
Oh, do they turn back? Did they all turn back into their like selves, like when we defeated them?
I don't think they did. They definitely weren't as like large and foreboding. Like they had these really long arms that almost reached the floor. That definitely shrunk up to normal ones.
When I used the moonbeam, they turned back to the original because moonbeam makes shifters unshift. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Control Z transformations.
Like, is the if you I think it's worth attempting to see if it is at the very least we can rule out some sort of disease.
Right. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I can go back into the room me and Viridian were in and see the people that were in there. And I'll start making my way there.
You can also tell
I would fall behind comment.
The ones that got untransformed have the little symbol next to them, so you can tell which ones are in their regular form and which ones are.
Yeah,
Phil.
I see.
Find Phil.
I want to lift one up by their collar and start like shaking them.
Wait. I don't think that's necessary. We don't need information from them.
Tell us about the disease.
Who are you?
We're unconscious. They're not going to be able to talk while they're asleep.
One other thing is they are wearing like masks and what looks to be like some sort of uniform. So they might be aware of what they're doing.
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Poison and Disease. You can sense the presence and location of poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poisonous creature, or disease in each case. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by wood, stone, metal, or lead, or dirt.
Penetrate most barriers, besides most.
Yeah, except most barriers.
Except for the barriers that are made by the things that people make barriers out of. Yeah.
I never understood that either. There's a couple of spells that specify that, but it's like, all right. Well, it says a foot. It's blocked by a foot of stone, of an inch of metal, or a thin. Yeah. So.
All right. So what are we trying to detect here?
Disease, and I can do it for up to 10 minutes.
Diseases. Alright.
Viridian
I
has
got
a cold.
everyone here, thank God.
It's spreading!
More.
Viridian, let go!
We have to burn Viridian.
I submit. I fell over.
No!
Viking funeral, let's go.
Alright. Roll me a nature check along with casting the spell. We're all
Nature is
large
there.
images.
Ooh, not great. Yeah, not great.
Not great.
Oh
my God, I'm opening everything. Come on. Stop being annoying. Alright. With a 3, okay.
Yeah.
There definitely seems like there's something to them in this nature, but it definitely isn't like a disease or a curse. But there definitely seems like there's something, and it even like it's much more so radiated on them when you cast it. But you can definitely see it is even on you and Viridian, like slightly.
All right. Oh.
Like the tiniest inkling of the same effect, whatever it is. Though you are not crazy, murderous villagers right now, so...
It's not like pulsating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but there's something there. And I think Raw was probably onto something, because I thought maybe we were in the clear, but it looks like whatever's affecting them might be starting to affect us. I say to Viridian.
I looked at him shocked. Are you sure about that?
I mean, that's what I can gather from sensing these things.
How do we fix it?
I mean, that's what I'm not sure. I don't know how to get it. I think Silas can. I've seen Silas, or I've heard Silas talk about getting rid of certain diseases. Yeah, but I don't know if this really is a disease, or this doesn't feel like a disease or a curse.
Look at me.
Feels like something different.
It's not a disease.
Verdi just kind of looks down at his hands, like in shock.
What am I becoming?
I mean, I don't think we've lost control of any kind like these people have.
I wanna like very slowly peek out the door. Does anyone in this room look like they're slowly turning?
Slowly becoming wolf.
Silas is already pretty fuzzy. You're not sure. Like, it could be.
Am I noticing any like odd color patterns or smoky boys coming out of his?
No weird skull masks yet.
I'm slightly hunched over, scratching the back of my head. Oh, he's turning.
Strike
I'm
him
wondering
now.
I'm worried Silas might be one of them.
Well,
He was scratching himself.
classic sign.
I'm pretty sure I saw one of these do that. I kick one of the can.
Oh no.
Silas would never scratch himself like that.
I mean, I think maybe what's happening here is the moon is affecting us little by little, even though we're not the same as these people. We've been under the same moon for a while. I think that's causing whatever I'm picking up. And maybe that monster is trying to get rid of anybody who's affected by the moon. Because if that's the case, then we definitely will run into it once we try to leave.
Right now, I'm just worried because if there's a possibility that if we kill the creature, all of the townspeople will go back to normal. There's also the possibility that if we kill the creature, these the people will run rampant like this if it doesn't fix them.
You think this thing is helping them?
I mean, Raw said something about it. We can't entirely discredit that, I guess. And I kick one of that kin again.
Like a secateurs. They don't even flinch.
Well, I mean,
gesticulating to it, like...
All right, like, they don't need to be hurt any more than they already have. I think we're good.
Leave them alone, man.
I'm gonna collect them and put them all on this side of the wall. I'm gonna lay them all over here.
Slump it all up together.
Yeah, just slump them a little together right there.
Well,
do we have any rope so we can tie them upright in the sideways bed so they're sleeping in it?
Absolutely.
Well, I think hang on. I think they're gonna be scared enough when they wake up. We don't need to
Rudian's classic antics of tying people up when they're unconscious.
Not again.
It's effective.
Hey.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They'll know it was just all a prank.
Rudian, that can certainly be a possibility, but I think Harvey told me something about the moon. I think he said that this moon is kind of helping people come back, and we don't know what will happen when the moon is gone. So I think the monster isn't what's keeping these things alive, if it is. There's the possibility that they might fully turn, but I don't know why Henny wanted to destroy it if it would have been a bad thing to do so.
Can I just hold up my head and say, I was mainly piggybacking on Ra's point. I'm more than down to kill this creature. That was my first instinct. I'm with you on that one. But I'll also admit I am worried about what might happen to us if the moon is gone.
I've been thinking about that too.
Especially me and Silas.
Right. I don't know what'll happen, but I know that you two came back because you want to be here. I think that might be the difference. When I was talking to the people in this village, they seem to be really content being here and working and being farmers. And even though that might seem like a bit of a goal that might seem simple to some, I think that's all that mattered. They just want to do something.
I think you might be onto something there. But I think right now we need to... I mean, I don't know. What do you think we should do?
Well, I know we came here to help Silas, and it looks like the way to do so is to take care of whatever that monster is. So I think it'd be better to wait here until we are ready to face it, and we see what these people deal with during the day. If they all return and are just the same as we met them, I think that's a good sign. And I don't know if it's a good idea to tell them that they turn into these things at night, because that might change their entire view of how they live. They think that thing is killing them. They know they're coming back, but they're all blaming that one monster. If they find out that they're killing each other, I don't know how they would feel about that.
I think I agree with you.
All right. Well, for now, let's all meet back up and let the others know that in the morning we all have one common enemy.
Well, unless... I kind of give him like a sideways look and say, unless one of us turns. In which case, you know...
Viridian, I don't think any of us are gonna...
Well, let's keep our eyes out, alright? And I walk off towards everyone else.
So the other
Killing
four
your
of you,
jammies.
you did see at some point Viridian peek his head in and then leave. And you heard them murmuring for quite some time. So before they walk back in, is there anything you bring up? Or do you just hunker down a little and make sure you're properly safe?
I'm gonna go, check out the window and just watch.
It's a pretty gruesome sight. Yeah, you see these creatures outside now, knowing that they are the villagers here. They're going at each other pretty hard. Like, they're pouncing on anyone who's left alone, tearing them apart, and then just beating each other up. like there's one grinding one's face against the tree, just kind of like a cheese grater. And then he just runs off and goes find something else to beat up. But after a while, you do see... I'm not sure if any of... Well, it's been a while, so you've probably seen it happen in, like, real time. But you start to see the moon start to eclipse Big Blue. And you see the area quickly start to light up this large cyan hue. And as Viridian and Comet, you're walking out, you can hear the movement of things getting up in the room you just left. And outside you see anyone that's already down kind of pick themselves up. And all the ones that were attacking each other, they stop immediately as soon as this blue hue hits them. And peeking back into the room, you see that the four that are in there, they seem just completely complacent. Their eyes kind of just glazed over as they pick themselves up and like just start making their way towards the window, like the closest way out of this room. And all the ones outside, they start to shift back into more of a humanoid form. And all their masks that they wore, they seem to just start to decay, almost like any boss you killed had, or any important creature. They just seem to vanish into dust, ashes. And while they are humanoid and villagers, you do see some of the villagers you recognize from your time eating last night. Whatever their names were, whatever I gave them. Let me look in my compendium of boys. You see that one was Joey. One was the hunter chick, Talia. Although I don't think she shared you her name. And the other ones are just miscellaneous NPCs of the village.
Right. Villagers.
Though they don't seem like awake yet. They're more like zombie-like, making their way out of this room. Kind of just pushing past you unless you stop them.
No. I'm kind of just... Like, I try to wave one of them down, like, in front of their eyes, but if they keep walking, I'll let them keep walking.
At all.
Okay.
So they kind of just climb out. Like, some of them even getting, like, pretty deep scratches from, like, glass on the window pane, but, like, they don't react at all. As they just get out of dodge. He ain't dead, he back up. He's beaten up. And you can see as they're walking past, all the wounds are kind of closing, like you would see on other people, and the wounds are this cyan blue like the rest of the scars they have. So you can kind of assume how they're accumulating these scars, if this is happening more than once. So they all get the heck out of here. And even all the ones outside, up top, they get up and all just start making their way into different houses and wandering around. Let me drag them all. Go on, let's go this way, fellas.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Mass migration.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
And at this point, your short rest pops. So if you want to have your short rest done,
is there like any, I guess, like blood trail or anything in the area that we're in? Like, did they bleed on the floor?
Yeah, there's definitely like the remnants of like the smashed windows and everything don't seem to fix themselves. The blood that's everywhere is still everywhere.
Okay.
Eldritch, you can. I was gonna say, Eldritch, you can do an extra D6 because of
Yeah. What was that? D8? D6?
I think it's a D6. Yeah, D6.
Everyone rolled their hit die.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
And then don't forget to roll an extra D6 if you get
I need a lot, so I'm gonna be doing one more. Actually, let me roll that d first. See what it gives me.
And I'm back to full health.
Yo.
There it is.
Now is that d6 plus our con or just the d6?
Just a d6. If you spend at least one hit dice, you can add a d6 to it.
Got it. Okay, that's all I needed anyway. There we go.
Oh, and then I also get all my bardic inspiration back.
Yo.
Do you think we're safe for now? Or should we go out and investigate?
I think we're safe here. At least until looking around the window a little bit more, the sun comes back out.
Do we want to go and investigate?
Truthfully, no. Not me.
Understood.
I'd like to wait for it to be light first.
I'm fine. I might scope out on the roof and just see what I can see from the entire village. Because you can see mostly everything from up here.
I can assist you.
Just be careful.
Comet and Viridian, you guys wander back in at some point during this. How long does your detect?
10 minutes.
Oh, that's definitely within time.
Yeah.
Roll a perception.
And
please roll well.
We'll see.
I think I would. I was going to say I think I would assist because, and I was going to mention this because they had this long aside that I'd be like, "Hey, did you guys find anything yet?" Because I didn't get to do that, I would do that when Comet walks back in and ask, "So, are they diseased? What's the story?" To maybe draw your attention to that. Maybe that helps. I don't know. It's up to Cheeki.
Well,
Yeah, sure. I'll allow an advantage. Since it's being brought up, yeah, you do give everyone a bit more of a closer look.
I just walk in and I'm like, I go to Raw and I'm like, no, and then I'm like, oh wait.
I do want to add that I
Well, that's what I had a feeling that would happen.
It was a 2 and then it rolled back.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. What was that, Phil?
I was gonna add that if it is a disease, I am immune to disease. I just wanted to add.
And that's what you pick up most of all. That everyone in this room seems to be somewhat has that inkling of this little bug on their shoulder almost, except for Flotsam.
A prank bug?
Yeah, a little prank bug.
You all have been pranked.
Beloved Antumbra character prank bug.
That's interesting.
Return.
Let's that, I guess.
But this isn't a disease or a curse, or you would definitely pick up on that.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you know Flotsam to be immune to these things, it is still, maybe somewhat along those lines why he's also
not clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am a robot.
Yeah.
Well, I think these villagers are being affected by something very, very insidious. It's not a disease. It's not something that they're sick from, but it's something that is affecting them in some way. And I think it's coming from the blue moon. I think its light is changing them in some way, and from what I can tell, it's starting to affect us as well.
But why here?
I don't think it's here specifically. I think we've been absorbing it as we've been around here. But since we haven't been in as much trouble as these villagers have, we haven't needed to absorb as much, I think. They've been taking a lot more of it and needing a lot more of it, so it's very bright on them, whereas with us it's very dim. Except for you, Flotsam. You don't seem to be affected by this.
Then maybe I should go out on my own to investigate.
Well,
if we're already infected, we're already infected. There's no point in hiding ourselves away.
Well, the way that Comet was describing things made it sound as if it is some sort of compounding interest. As if you were to acquire enough of it that you would fall into the same sort of sickness.
I don't think exposure is the key factor here.
Understand.
Is it perhaps physical harm?
I think
Needing the healing of the moon?
I think that might be it. These people seem to hurt each other, kill each other every night. So they've been coming back for a long time.
Sorry, go ahead.
From what Silas is telling us, this place has been no one's been able to know what happened here for at least 10 years. And if that's the case, I don't know how long these people have been affected by the moon.
They said that the creature arrived around the same time that the moon arrived, right? And that was only, what, a year ago? Ish? I think
A
that...
couple of months at max.
Mm-hmm.
I think their transformations are a separate, maybe related, but it's not the same thing. Because we would be seeing this happening everywhere, not just here, right? I think whatever this transformation is has something very integral to do with that creature they keep describing. It could be that the creature is responsible. Maybe when we see the creature, we'll see that it has some sort of visage similar to the mask stuff they were wearing. I mean, they did say that it was wearing a hat. It might be something similar, and then we could, like, put one and one together. But then that also raises a question of, who destroyed the creature? And they're released from this. Is that going to be enough for them to live afterwards? Like, the moon is bringing them back, but it's almost like the way you've described it, it's like they're comprised completely of just, like, essence from Big Blue and not their own stuff. It's almost like they've been replaced, kind of, with that.
I get the feeling that these people have been affected by a combination of things. It appears that each thing is sort of creating this vicious cycle where one compounds into the other. Like you said, Rawl, we haven't seen these creatures outside of this area. So I think the creature is probably to blame for their transformation. But them being this aggressive is definitely helping the moon or whatever that is accelerate its process.
Guess we'll just have to find that creature tomorrow.
I don't think getting rid of it is a bad thing. I think that might be what's turning them into these things. I just don't know if they need help afterward. I don't know if one creature is going to get rid of all of their curses, or if we need to deal with it after we get rid of that monster.
What I'm worried about most fact that those hunters have been here for a while. And if they, I didn't see them, but if they returned, and they're newcomers, right? They just arrived, that means we could also track whatever this transformation is. Which means we have to be very careful. If it was that creature that gave it to them, then when we go up against the creature, we need to be very, very careful not to contract it ourselves.
I think either way, though, it seems as though finding this creature should be our top priority. So perhaps we should wait until morning if these villagers have returned to their normal form. Perhaps it would be best to question them and see if anything has changed. I think information will be key here.
I don't think they
Also,
know.
let's not.
Ugh. We could send out Penny right now to scout. Just to see what's happening around town. Because there's more commotion happening downtown. So, the monster could be in down the center of town, and that's what starts all of this.
Well, I think the villagers are waking up right now currently. It doesn't seem like they are aware of where they are right now. I think whatever's controlling them is making them go back to where they were before they turned. That way they don't question what's happening. But I do think scouting might be a good idea. I just don't want anyone to run into that creature alone.
That's why I recommended Penny. Sorry.
I didn't hear that part. So. Would that be something you could do?
I guess I can send Penny.
Alright, so you crack open one of the windows a little. Send out Penny from the dimension they're in currently.
The pet dimension.
And you swoop them over the town, and it's kind of normal for an owl, I guess, to be out at the dusk, you know. No one would ever question an owl. Unless you're a Hydra. They hate owls. It's common knowledge.
Callback.
Yeah.
They're ancient enemies.
Yeah, it's part of the lore.
Yeah. But you definitely see that, like, this town is made up from, like, probably just under, like, around 50 to 75 villages. Like, not huge, but you can see just almost like zombies, people walking to houses and different places, people who still, like, have these huge wounds and scars from the battle that just happened. They're not talking to each other, there's not a sound being made by them all as they're just walking in areas or to places. Before long, the streets are completely bare, there's no one hanging around, everyone seems to have left and returned to a house or a area.
And this is what Penny's seeing?
Mm-hmm. And in turn, Adelaide, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Adelaide just kind of describes what Penny sees while Penny's doing the loop around.
If you all wait until dawn, seems if that is what you are choosing to do.
Probably.
You wait around a bit, a few more short rests pop. You do eventually see, through Penny, once you kind of tune back in, people exiting and talking to each other. And it does seem like none of them really... If they do recollect what happened last night, they are being very chill about it. If you want to try and fly down and get a perception and try to listen into a conversation, you can, but...
Yeah, I'll do that.
That is on you and Penny.
And Penny has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
Owl drone.
Yeah. Government's got owl familiars.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie. Oh no!
Good thing you got advantage.
Birds are a lie. They're government drones. They charge on power lines. Why can't anybody see it?
Yeah, so 15 in total.
15. Yeah, you get close enough to a conversation to... Like, they're just talking about normal stuff. They're, like, excited for the harvest today that's apparently happening. No one's even
Oh, is it like
mentioning.
an every day is harvest day thing? Is this a Groundhog Day situation
no.
mixed with Dark City? What's
you
going on?
definitely remember
They
that,
talked
like,
about
last
having a
night...
harvest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the wheat seems fully grown, so it does seem like today is an actual harvest.
For
They were
realsies.
prepping for the harvest festival yesterday. We saw people hanging stuff.
So you're not too sure if this is something that happens every harvest or every night, but from the amount of wounds, you feel like a lot. And considering Big Blue has only been up there for like a couple of months.
Maybe every night is the harvest festival.
That's what I'm saying.
Harvest moon every night, boys.
Oh yeah, please.
So I just want to maybe say this. Perhaps we shouldn't eat the food. Maybe that has something to do with it too.
Viridian is like mid-eating like some food he found in the room.
I think we should stick to our rations or whatever we brought with us.
That's a good idea.
At least be subtle about it.
I mean, it might be nothing. It might be fine. I don't know. I don't know what this means. So, just an idea.
Yeah.
Does anyone seem to be talking about like the destruction in town, like broken buildings, how Silas's house is just wrecked?
You're kind of waiting around for that, and you're kind of like startled out of your bird visage as you hear a loud bang on the door. As Silas, you kind of jump, being right there.
I throw the thing over and I open the door. I was gonna leave anyway, so this is perfect.
I don't think I ever actually closed the door, so it's still open.
Well, they're banging on the back side of the
Mm-hmm.
the cupboard you put there.
Yeah. I'll just help Raw push it out of the way.
As you push it out the way, you see a familiar yet now scarred face of your friend Eli. As he kind of stands there, hands on his hips, like looking around the abode. Like, oh, you sure are adventurous if you're covering up your place like this. What do you expect's gonna hit you?
I'll just kind of look at him for a second, just...
Ah,
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm great. Ear's kind of sore though. He kind of turns his head and like the whole ear part is just blue. Got blocked ear or something. Nah, I'll just rub some dirt on it.
I'll fix it, buddy.
Always
You
does.
really don't remember anything happening.
What do you mean? We're the harvest festival, then we're gonna harvest.
Right. Okay.
We ate... What do you mean? You're confusing me.
I'm
Viridian
also
leans
greatly
forward.
confused because
like-
a bunch of werewolf people just murdered us.
Kind of squints and looks around the room and like slowly puts a bit of hay in between his teeth. For a bunch of murdered people, you sure look alive.
Well, they tried.
So,
I want to like give a look to Comet and then kind of like lean forward past Silas and go, "You totally blacked out during the harvest festival, and so did Silas. They're totally drunk." And I'm like palming Silas's face, like trying to get him to not like tell him.
roll a deception. Deceive this man. It's probably going to be real easy. Yeah, he
That's
kind
a
of
21.
just rises an eyebrow. It's like, Silas, you're having weird dreams. Pretty sure we know if a bunch of werewolves came into town. Get out of here.
Right. Well, have fun harvesting all the wheat. We're gonna be lazy adventurers for today.
What? Not helping? What are you doing in town then?
Thought I would come visit family. That was the goal, at least.
Oh,
Oh no,
oh, he's gone.
we lost the boy.
Everyone's leaving
Oh,
the
he's
house.
Just, he's just on camera. Okay. Let me switch real quick. Hang on. Everyone's been cut in half.
Oh no.
Travesty. Yes.
Oh.
Let me. I don't know why.
Squeaky
They'll be
toy.
back. Alright.
Yeah.
Bottom's just leaving.
I thought we were all going out of the house.
If you do, you can see that people are like putting out the fires or like starting up a new fire in the big fire pit. You think they might be cooking some more food tonight for after the harvest as well, seeming as that's usually a good time to eat
Food.
after a big night harvest. Yeah, but he like kind of walks back, arms split apart, like, you're telling me 5 strapping adventurers aren't going to help harvest anything, you're just going to sit around.
Oh, well, I think we kind of have a different, something to worry about today.
We're gonna try hunting the monster.
You're going to try hunting them on adventurers. Nods
Which
his
would
off
you
and keeps
prefer we
walking.
do?
Uh,
Killing the monster or harvesting the grain?
Adventurers, always
Never wanted to
adventuring.
Just make a face like, oh, adventurers, you know us. Like,
We're always on our phones.
yeah.
Always killing monsters. No one wants to do any hard brain harvesting anymore.
Alright, well, I say when none of us warned you, things feisty. Now Mason knows all about it, yes, kid. I'm gonna get my harvesting mitts on.
Okay. Good luck, Eli.
I don't need luck. 3-month champion of harvesting. Look, you wouldn't get it.
His hands are like smooth as silk.
Yeah. Use his gloves. He's an artisan as well, okay? He has to save his hands.
I wanna ask Talia and Quinn as I walk over to them.
Mhm.
Hey, when did you guys arrive in town?
They look at each other, seeming to be mid-conversation as you run over. But they kind of deliberate after a while between each other. Like, well, we came down shortly after the weird moon thing showed up. We
So
came
you've
from the
been
big
here-
city.
A while.
Couple months. 3, maybe 4 now. Lose track of time.
Okay, thanks.
And I just walk away. I'm like, I don't have any intention of talking to anybody right now. I'll wait here for when everyone's ready to
Go.
I'll
go
over
make
by
a
you.
plan and do something about this.
I guess let's just go catch up with the other two if we have.
Am I missing
We
something?
need to talk
Ron?
about
are
a
you being
plan.
are you being unusually quiet? I know I wasn't here. So
I just don't, want to waste time.
are you sure everything's all right?
I just want to get this taken care of so we can keep moving.
If there was something wrong, you would share it with me, wouldn't you?
I guess I don't want to be trapped here. in this.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, I guess I don't want to be trapped here in this town.
Understood.
Fridian, you may want to go check on Whirlwind.
Oh yeah.
I give a quick look over. He's fine, right?
They look relatively untouched, albeit maybe a bit traumatized by what they've seen, but like...
Well, they experienced it together, though. Like, surely they're closer now, if anything.
You're
trauma bonding your horses?
Well, yeah, now we have to steal this other one, and I'll get 2 horses.
No, we have to bring this with us.
I do have a steed out there somewhere.
Oh, this is happening. We're taking this horse.
Everyone gets a horse.
Yeah, the horse is your reward for helping the town. They're only one good Shire horse.
I can't ride both of them, so call your dibs now.
Okay, Viridian, you're being way too under presumptuous. You can definitely ride both of them. Are you crazy?
Splits across both
Well, obviously, when the need arises, but I'm saying all the time, like for travel, I desire too much comfort to bother with that.
Good old Viridian 2 horse.
Terror of the seven seas.
Terror of the seas.
Oh, 2 horse Viridian.
Oh. So,
all right, I'm getting ready.
Yeah, what do you wander into the lower part of town? Where are you all headed? What's the plan, Stan?
That's find
a good question.
I mean, out of like.
Yeah, you're out of a shot of every. Like, you can be wherever you want.
I was just gonna say, it seemed like no matter what we did, if we tried to find this thing, so I'm not like particularly worried about going a singular direction. I mean, right? They would supposedly we're gonna see it if we try to leave.
Yeah, but that's your plan, right? To try and leave and find this thing.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Just make sure.
Also,
so we had a strategy last time we played about what we might do, which is we all go as a group, covering each other's like, basically kind of in a little huddle, like a circle all facing outward.
A phalanx.
Yeah. Phalanx. So we could do that.
Also, Adelaide. Well, I don't know if she's here, but I'm gonna say Adelaide.
Oh, wait,
if you
guys
want,
moved your character tokens. So.
Yeah.
Adelaide teleports behind you.
Well,
I mean, personnel.
You can do that now.
So many new things. If you are gonna maybe help Penny watch over us so it doesn't sneak up on us. Do you want help walking with us?
That would be appreciated. Just someone can hold on to my sleeve, or I can hold on to theirs. Just guide me in the right direction.
Okay, I can do that.
Alright.
You want me to carry you?
I mentioned. Oh, sorry.
I do believe a piggyback ride would be more efficient.
Yeah, I could carry you if that's what you wanted.
Don't deny me this future art thing that you can draw, Eldritch. Please accept the piggyback. Please.
Make it lore.
Please
Okay.
make it canon.
Humor me. Roll a persuasion check just for me. Just for me.
All right.
Me, Feltheleb, roll a persuasion check.
Comets, roll a persuasion check.
Oh,
This is my
no.
power move.
Dang it.
Dictating
Bardic
checks
ins-
as a
Bardic
player and
inspiration.
not the DM.
Yeah.
I
Where's my
mean, Lex
persuasion?
does
Oh,
say
it's
you'd
not
at least
great.
have the high ground, you know? Dear.
That's the second nat 20 that
My God.
Oh, and like the second nat 1. It's just nat 20s and nat 1s from Diva today.
I'm all in or not at all. No in between.
Come on.
Reducing D&D down to a binary.
On charisma right there.
Holy crap. So there's just a circle cut
Backpack.
to Adelaide sitting on Silas's shoulders.
Oh.
On my shoulders.
No, on comments. It's been a minute. Forget about it.
Been a second.
Can it be like one of those like comedy smash cuts where Adelaide says, "There's no way I'm getting on your shoulders," comment, and then immediately cuts to her on his shoulders.
I can't believe I'm on your shoulders.
Hidden inside his giant star hair, so you just see her arms and her head poking out the front.
Perfect. You have half cover from his head.
Yeah,
From my hair.
yeah, holding on like a mecha pilot.
Yeah.
Critical comment.
You're Ratatouille in comment.
Say it ain't so.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
She's just
Alright,
like
got a
mumbling the
natural
whole time
20.
about like, well, I guess it's strategically to my
It is
advantage, and I don't have to worry about walking. I won't have to trip while I'm watching through Penny and blah 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 blah.
Trying to convince yourself.
Yeah.
All right, gang, let's get in a circle and walk out of town.
I want to ask one more time, because I offered this last time and everyone wanted to do the circle thing, but if this thing hits us, right, it could transfer that transforming curse, right? I
That'd be
would
ridiculous.
like to volunteer to be the bait again. Because if I'm the bait, I have a pretty good chance of not getting hit by this thing. And I'd rather it be me than you all.
But I'm unaffected by it. So wouldn't it make more sense for me to do something like that?
I don't think we should have bait at all.
That's kind of wiggles
makes
up
you
and say,
very
"What
easy
about
to
me?
kill."
I'm immune as well. I'm a book." I mean, but darn. But you know.
I mean, should it come down to someone needing to engage with this thing to distract the others, I think that I don't run a risk, apparently, of contracting whatever curse this thing might create, if it does indeed create some sort of curse.
You could also be brought down pretty easy if it hits you, though. You're more of like a ranged combatant, Flotsam. I don't want you to get killed by this thing. Even if it doesn't turn you, if it like lops your head off or something, then what do we do?
A risk we run with every engagement that we've been in.
Flotsam did get us a pirate ship last time he went ahead.
Flotsam also went unconscious during that adventure.
Still did it.
How about this? I put my hand on Flotsam's shoulders and I'll cast Sanctuary.
We'll have to think twice.
Mm-hmm.
Out of game, I think you got to do that like a minute before combat starts or something.
We'll just say we run into it in
Just so you know, going forward.
You just have your hand on Flotsam's shoulders. Flotsam's like, what's happening?
It's like, it'll be, just hold on.
Trust me, this will be sweet when it gets going.
So, being a weird night, you made it to the town, you fought the weird inhabitants, swords rumbled like a rumble pack, and people turned back into people and don't know nothing. And now you're headed out to try and put an end to this. You head deeper into the field of maize. You can hear the locust kind of chittering. I'm sure some of you have beautiful memory of the, the recent plague of those little dudes, cicadas screeching at you. Ready, did you take Whirlwind?
Nah, he's good right now.
Not sure how good he would be in a maze of corn.
Well, he'd be fantastic.
He would, yeah, that's true.
But he's just busy right now, so it's okay.
I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah.
I'd like you all, as you're wandering through the fields, to all make kind of just an insight check. A weird check to be making for sure, but like...
A half-orc strong suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally rolled an advantage. But
Oh, maybe actually.
That is- All right, yeah.
Comment.
There's a little middle.
Lie detector.
This corn is lying.
It's wheat. We make wheat.
We make weed.
That's why I knew the corn was lying.
That's not corn.
You were lying to yourself the whole time.
Alright, so let me reveal to the south, bottom left of the map, you'll see a large open field. I'll ping you down to it so everyone.
Oh,
Well, my ass was on the bottom right. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's fine. I probably
see,
said the wrong thing.
Left is what you said.
Yeah.
You take your fingers and you do this, and it's the L one,
Yeah.
not the backwards
Oh,
L one.
I suck.
Except
at
if
left
you're
and right.
dyslexic, both of them
Yeah.
look like L's.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why
See, if
I
you-
do
if
that.
you
And just go.
If you
I
flip
don't think
it,
your trick
yeah.
is working.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Ra-
if you do it this way.
Like,
Flotsam, Viridian, and Comet. The rest of you did not roll high enough, but as you kind of step out into these fields, you feel this like dread of being prey. Like something is definitely hunting you as soon as you kind of walk past this point. Like it is a very like sudden and heavy feeling, but you like feel like you're being watched, and something is just lurking. Maybe the lurker.
Does Penny see anything?
Roll me a perception with advantage.
Ooh.
to be close to the Hellion.
Yeah, feel free to move wherever you want to be, by the way.
I think we're probably going to be tighter circle.
Man, so many ones today.
A lot of ones.
Mm.
Get in here, Viridian.
Yeah, I'll let each of you also make a perception as you're all wandering around as well. But Eldritch, from your vantage point, you can't see anything. You're not even seeing like the maze rustle at all. Holy crap!
All right, 21.
I'm gonna do a few things though.
Also,
I can't
Eldritch,
see
don't
it.
you
I
use
just
your
know it's
perception?
summoned.
No, not. I don't think when you're looking through your familiar.
Because you're technically blind and deaf, right?
You're blind and deaf to your current location. I don't know. Maybe we should read up on how looking through your familiar works. Because I've been using Penny's stats.
I think
that's
that's
how that
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I think there's a
Get
range
there.
where you use your stats and then you use theirs.
You can use your
Long
stats if you want. How loud? You want to try a
Emily
reroll?
does have a high perception, but Penny has advantage. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
think
it's worth.
just the override thing would give you advantage since it is you looking through your eyes through it. That makes sense. So
Best
allow
of
you
both
to
worlds,
roll.
I guess.
Yeah. I just want one of y'all to see it.
All right, I'll try again. I'll have like I
Oh
don't know.
shoot! I can't
Penny
see with a
blink couple
21.
times.
Oh, you cannot
Yeah, I
see
can't see it.
anything, Comet.
Not with a 21?
No.
Whoa!
They said it was sneaksy.
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh yeah. When I see raw spores catch on fire, I'm gonna put on a
There we
helmet.
go.
What a game.
Do you feel like
When-
you should see anything, but you can't see anything?
Oh no!
I can see time itself, but not this fucking
Not
thing.
this
Nope.
thing.
It also crit and had a higher bonus.
Do we? But we don't hear, see. There's no sense that we get from this thing.
Yeah, you're just walking through, and it is kind of that like that movie moment where it's like the camera's side on with you guys. You're looking around, and like in the background, the viewers get to see its face in like the thing, but then like one of you look back, and it's there's nothing there. It's just corn that
Or it's
looks
like-
kind of like a monster's face.
The camera's like a handheld shaky
Yeah.
cam.
Yeah.
Comet turns it around. It's just like a really unflattering up angle. It's like so stressed right now.
You just get only no's.
Yeah.
I want to try something.
Alright.
I want to tell my party to stop.
You stop.
I'm gonna put my helmet on.
Ra's like vibrating in place from all the spells they're casting on themselves.
I'm going to
Flaming
take.
swords.
Done, I'm ready.
I'm gonna take my hand and like place it over my mouth, and I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
Ooh. You get a very beautiful mouth appearing on you. Steel.
I want it to be.
Robot has a tongue.
I want it to be not a mouth, but like just like a rune, not a like a rune appears over my like where my
microphone
mouth would be.
appears.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna speak out into the, because you said that we all get the sense that this thing is looking for us, right?
Oh yeah, you feel it is like almost breathing down your neck with how tense it is.
I'm gonna say, we sense that you are here. Reveal yourself.
Ross starts dancing.
Combat music starts, the boss health gauges goes up. You all hear, not from any particular location, just from the corn, this deep guttural just... which Flotsam you can understand as you wish.
Oh.
Been nice knowing y'all.
Okay.
We're gonna need some initiative from yeah.
Oh no!
What? Who did Comet give the advantage to? Did you do that ability?
I mean, I guess I could give it to Adelaide since she's on top right now.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Oh gosh. That sucks.
So if the monster gets a lower initiative than me, then I just kind of stand there.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I got the wrong answer fast.
Wow, we did not roll that great.
Oh,
There we go.
hey.
Woo!
Welcome back up to the top, Adelaide.
There we go. So I'm 12.
This thing's not gonna.
I'd like to think that Comet just like gently pats her hand, and then just like.
Alright,
I will drop Penny right away.
Yeah.
so, Adelaide, you kind of wake up. You're a bit startled. That like sense of being hunted like hits you immediately. You didn't really feel it while you were as Penny, because you're in the skies and not much can get you in the skies unless it's a Hydra. But here, you feel very in the iron sights down here.
Yeah. Is my mage armor still up from the combat last night? Has it been 8 hours?
Yeah, you're out here pretty early, so I'll say it's still up.
Alright, nice. Oh, I kind of want to do something, but it's such a dick move.
Oh no!
Do it.
Ah! I'll say what it is before I say if I do it or not. It would be really funny if I cast Fly on myself and then just got out
Just
of time.
leave. Just
That actually might be a
later.
really good idea if you can shoot down at this thing.
Yeah, if you can get like all-terrain wizard out here, like,
I'll relay what it said to the group. I mean, it doesn't. I know, metagamey. We are in combat right,
That's fine.
but I don't necessarily. It didn't necessarily indicate. I mean, it spoke back to me and it said "as you wish." So I don't know that I would have taken that to be a hostile thing. I don't know.
What was the question that it responded to again?
I didn't ask a question. I said, "We know you're there. Reveal yourself." And he said, "As you wish," but it's not.
Oh yeah, that's.
yeah, that's pretty threatening.
Was it as you wish, or was it as you wish?
I mean, Cheeki? Did I take it as hostile?
It was almost like Butler-esque. Like, it's as that eeriness of, like, it could be a threat, but they said it in such a calm way that you're not sure.
It's our butler, you guys.
I'll allow you to make a free insight to see if it's rushing at you.
Oh, all right. Hold on, I gotta pull up my... I'm not very good at insight.
I mean, a robot's not good at reading creatures.
No.
I will say, even with that, you feel that, like, uneasiness intensify, like, tenfold. Like you just saw something, it's not good. You get that fight or flight emotion that you apparently have been hardwired to have.
Yep.
Then flight it is, I guess.
Literally.
Yeah. I'll use my last third level spell slot to cast fly on myself.
Alrighty.
And just zoop up 60 feet in the air.
Woo! We should have maybe waited and like taken the long rest before coming out here.
Well,
Yeah.
We could run.
I got a couple spells
We
back
could
from
run.
Arcane Recovery, but anyways, Adelaide is suddenly away from Comet's shoulders.
yeah.
You feel whoop.
A weight on your shoulders is relieved, Comet.
Well, it wasn't that much.
Yeah, so you take flight. Any bonus action prepared? I don't think you can prepare a bonus action, actually, so...
No, I don't think I can. I'm just trying to like look around and see what's going on. Where is this thing? It's scary.
So, those of you still down on the floor, you're kind of looking up at Adelaide ascending. But you all feel a sudden rush of wind and like corn snapping, like twigs being broken very hastily as over by the one who requested them to show themselves and the Hellion, you see kind of like appearing as if they hadn't moved at all, as if they've just been standing there the entire time, this absolutely massive, I mean, basically exactly what they've told you. It looks kind of like a troll, but it has like a weird hat with antlers on it and these crazy eyes and gnarly teeth. This guy appears right in front of you. He's like knuckles kind of resting on the ground in front of you, almost like ape-like. And they're just glaring down at you.
Oh.
And this, that dread that you've been feeling this entire time, like, it looks like you're watching, like, a boulder rolling towards you, like, you're seeing your death right in front of you. This thing does not make you feel happy. And very swiftly, it, like, lurches its body in this unnatural way to take a gnarly claw swipe at both you and Ra.
I knew it was invisible.
Question: How big is this thing?
It's two categories, so huge.
Huge.
Yeah. This is very calming music for a
Yeah.
There's also a sanctuary on Flotsam. He has to make it has to make a wisdom saving throw or wisdom check, I believe. Let me double that.
Put the drow one.
Yes, wisdom saving throw in order to target Flotsam. It needs to beat a 50.
15 on a whiz save.
Yeah.
It doesn't hesitate for a moment. You're not sure if, like, it just does not give a shit about your spell, or if it was just that good at breaking it. But almost with one claw swipe, it swings between Flotsam and the Hellion, kind of in just like one large cleaving motion. What are both of your respective ACs at this point?
15.
A 15?
19.
Okay. So a 21 and a 24 will definitely hit.
Oh, Jesus. Cool.
Yeah, definitely real cool. Ra, you take a gnarly 17 points of slashing damage as this thing kind of just... You're like bopping around, you feel the wind rush, and then just this huge claw swinging right at you, and you get out of the way just barely, but it like takes a chunkier rib out with it.
Oh.
You kind of spiraling back a bit, and Flotsam, you take 13 points of slashing as it kind of just embeds its like clawed fist into your chest, and you feel a lot of dentage happen to your chassis.
Not dentage.
It then like looks between you two for like a moment, its eyes like almost splitting between the two of you, and it just goes for another gnarly down swipe at Ra.
Ooh.
Just trying to like claw you up.
Just noticing that all of my spells got changed to the spell card thing, so like none of them.
Oh no.
I don't know what that is. I'll try to fix that. Yeah, I'll try to fix it.
What was yours again, Ra? 19?
It's 19.
This one just slams the ground right next to you. Kind of kicking up some dirt. As it, like, just stands again how it was before, just kind of looking at you. Silas.
I will loudly and profoundly pronounce, "Oh fuck!" and jump at it, and just kind of. Well, Adelaide is up in the air, so I guess I'll just stand in her space beneath her.
Yeah.
So I'm right there. You can see me.
Peeking out.
And, yeah, I'm just gonna try to take like a jump slash at it.
All right.
Let's give this a go. Yep. 26.
Definitely hits it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Smite level 2.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's definitely
Great
good.
weapon master. The main attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the 1 and a 2.
It's 1 better.
Impressive for a 1 and a 2.
Yes. 1 damage.
So you do a jump slash, and it kind of uses its forearm to block it, and like it barely like dents this thing's skin. It's like so rubbery and just leathery. The hunters did say that even silver weapons didn't seem to do anything to this thing, so not sure what the plan was, but then it lights up in a holy radiance that kind of starts to sizzle, and it kind of like looks at the wound as it's happening, kind of just cocking its head in curiosity.
I just loudly just go, "Rage!" And then I'm gonna do it again.
Alright. Oh yeah. It looks a bit confused and kind of just steps back a bit. And just looks at your sword, kind of still sizzling with radiance. The Hellion.
Holy magic works.
Oh yeah, the thing we can all do.
That.
Yeah. That's what we use our holy radiance.
Mm-hmm. Comment mostly.
Yeah, we all have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. I don't want to, but I'm going to try something.
I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
First, okay. I'm just going to put Blur up.
Alright.
I feel like that's a good idea, generally. So, got that going. Fortunately, unless it's doing the 2 things I already did, I don't really have bonus actions that I can use. So what I'll do is I will move around this way, kind of making noise, essentially trying to distract it.
You're like, you're not that scary. Come at me.
So she's a little bit like Her eyes are wide. There's a little fear there.
Yeah.
She's trying to be brave.
Ra isn't one to quickly fear, but this thing would scare like the heartiest of warriors.
Yeah, because like we fought a Hydra, and that didn't really scare me. And that was bigger and looked a little more fearsome. But this thing's just so fast. It snuck up on us so quick. It's like, let's try our best.
Flotsam.
Nope.
That's aura. Which aura do I?
Oh yeah, your save aura.
Good saving throws if you're in that. By the way, aura of protection.
I want to use my. I guess I'll use mantle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll choose myself, Silas, Comet, and Viridian.
Mm-hmm.
Can get it right over here. And that's 8 temp HP.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
I think so, anyway.
Viridian trying to surround it. He went the wrong way.
Okay, fine, I'll go over here. I wanted to be in the aura.
While we're surrounding this thing... Sorry, I'm looking at my spells.
It's alright, yeah, they went whack apparently.
Yeah, sorry, I was fixing my spells. For some reason, they all went to, like, spell card. That's why it didn't work working in the beginning. I figured that out.
Did anyone else's do that?
Mm-mm. It might be because Cheeki touched your character sheet, and it's like, oh, we're going to convert this into an NPC.
Yeah, that's very strange. I
did not touch your sheet. I don't.
I did no such thing.
I would not.
I don't know what to do. I will, while we have it surrounded.
Oh, who did you use the mantle on?
Oh, you as well.
Okay.
So you get 8 temp HP and you can move. I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Mm-hmm.
While we have it surrounded, I guess at 3rd level, in the middle of this thing.
Let me try and get a little fish swarm. Get which one I usually use. And of course I never save it because I'm a genius.
Is it alt to place it?
Yeah, alt.
Yeah. You have successfully Pentagon formationed this thing.
Yo.
You know what, let's just get some buckets of fish. That'll do.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
They swarmed on him, but I don't want to cover his pretty face.
Yeah.
So what are they doing to him?
They're doing 15 damage to him.
15 damage. They seem to stand there, not really taking too much note, but you do see it kind of react every now and again when one like nicks at him. But their attention is kind of like being put on the Hellion after they were shouting at them.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
Alright. Viridian. Don't forget your temporary health, everyone who was moved.
Let's say hypothetically, this creature had a size.
Yeah.
What would that size be?
It would be huge. 2 categories up.
So, very grappable.
You could attempt. I never say no, but...
I want to jump up on its back, and I want to grab its
There's a
horns
surprise.
and like start steering it around in a grapple.
Viridian wants to climb the big enemy. That's it.
It's my signature move.
Are you going to get angry to help this at all, or are you just gonna...
Oh, you know I'm gonna.
Alright. So you climb up their arm and kind of just sling your leg over their neck, like you're mounting a horse almost, but...
It's a very familiar motion for me. I get angry and I get strong, and then I grab.
17.
Ooh.
Nice. Let's see what their counter is to that. Yeah, you go, like, you get angry, grab it, like, you get, like, a pretty good purchase on these horns, and you go to twist, but it doesn't budge at all.
Oh.
Like, you feel no give in this thing's neck.
And I go, like, a couple more times, I'm like, "Urgh."
Yeah, it's just...
It's just, like, not moving. And I press my feet against it and, like, push back, like, trying to use my legs.
This thing is as solid as... Like, this thing feels like it's got, like, 1,000 roots under the ground right now.
Woo.
And it is not moving. Like,
That's a lot of roots.
If this was, like, a marble statue, you would have probably pushed the head off, but... this thing does not budge. Since that's a grapple, I suppose you still have an attack. An offhand. I know, I guess you've done a multi-attack yet.
No, I bonus action rage, and I don't have bonus multi-attacks. That's my
Alright,
turn.
yeah, so you're mounted.
But I'm still, like, on there, like,
Yeah.
like
But I'm there.
Comet.
I know, let's see. I know what I should do, but I need to get stuff ready just in case. So,
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and action Twilight Sanctuary.
Aura.
Yeah, aura.
More Oakridge. Ooh.
Yeah, Twilight Sanctuary, and then
Size of my aura.
bonus action. I'm gonna start glowing, starry form, with a chalice on my chest, on my tabard.
Here it is.
Yo, and that's my turn.
Alright, what does your aura do for our friends here?
That makes it so that at the end of everyone's turn, they can either roll a d6 plus 4, and that adds to their temporary hit points, or doesn't add, but like, you know, temporary hit points wise. Or they can choose to not be charmed or frightened.
Ooh.
That's a good ore.
That's a good aura, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my turn. I have the chalice on my tabard. That's it.
Alright. Adelaide, you can also take your d6 since you're in your aura, I suppose, if you want to.
I already have
Technically, I'm 60 feet vertical, so...
Yeah.
60 feet, nice.
Yeah, you're
that's
up.
what fly does. It gives you a flying speed of 60 feet. And it lasts for 10 minutes, or until you break concentration.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to do that.
I don't.
Yeah.
That would be terrible for my bones. Adelaide,
Parachute?
Yeah, you got featherfall just in case.
I just like hold on to Penny as she struggles to fly. In that case, Adelaide will descend like 30 feet to like the back, backmost corner of the aura. So like where she's just
in
touching
it,
it, just in it.
Dipping your toes in the aura.
Yeah, and then I'm going to throw a chromatic orb at this lad.
Yo.
Oh wait, I didn't
Alrighty.
mean for it to be advantage.
That's fine. It's
23 is the first one.
20 is
Anyway.
first, so
Yeah.
that will hit. What are we choosing?
We're choosing cold damage.
Alright. You flick to your cold little arcane sigil and sling it out at him, and it kind of cops him across the jaw, kind of freezing his teeth shut almost, but it doesn't look... They don't even, like, look in your direction. They're, like, staring at the Hellion.
All according to plan.
Oh no.
I think that'll be my turn.
You can roll your d6 and get your temp health, should you want it, from the aura.
Yeah, I would.
It's gonna take.
So that's 4
So
plus 4.
8.
The
It's
15
gonna
again?
take. Well, do you
Or
want me to
reroll.
roll?
You can reroll if you
or-
want. Rerolling's fun. Whew.
Nice.
18, just slashing damage. I assume magical, because it's a magic thing, so...
Fish
Yeah,
damage.
magical.
Arcane Quipper.
Yeah. Never call me Arcane Quipper. It's my street name.
How dare.
It is going to, it's kind of looking through you, Hellion, as if it's like just staring blankly as everyone's like trying to wrestle with it. And then it seems to like almost just come back, like its AI just turns back on again. It's almost like that kind of reaction. And, Flotsam, wow, how long does your tongues last? Was it concentration, or is it just...
It's 1 hour, but I don't... Actually, let me check if it's concentration, because if it is, I would have lost it when I don't... It's not concentration, it's
just on?
It stays for an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
It's level 3, so, you know, it's a 3rd level spell slot, so worth it in some manner, but I'm maintaining concentration on Cloud of Daggers right now.
Yeah, it raises up its arm and like it opens its mouth very sharply, like shattering the ice around it, and it kind of lets out this like just deep, breathy growl. And Flotsam, you can understand it as it's saying, "They request an audience," and then it's just gonna like one of its eyes kind of flash brightly. And Hellion, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Plus.
Yeah, plus a lot. +4, is it?
Yep, it's plus my charisma modifier.
Okay.
I'll imagine you want me to wait until my turn to respond what I've heard.
Yeah, we'll wait there.
All right, just
20.
20. All right. You seem to resist this like paralyzing effect. It's trying to just scare you. This tactic it's using. It's almost trying to like mark you. But it does not stop its onslaught. It is going to attempt to pummel the flame out of your hair.
Trying to put you out.
Oh no.
So it attacks you 3 times. Kind of just like downward attacks each of them, just trying to slam you into the dirt. Your AC, you're blurred, right? So you have disadvantage. Yeah. 2 of these look like they're gonna hit.
Shield. So I'll go up to 24 AC.
Alright, you manage to block 1 of them.
Ooh.
Actually, the first one is the one that would break through it. So does it go away if it's broken, or is it still up, even if it is beaten by...
Well, you have to deal the damage, and then I have to make a concentration check to keep it up.
Okay. No, I mean for the shield. Does the shield stop the second attack even if the first one hits?
Yeah, it goes the whole round.
It goes the whole round? Okay, so it deals 17 more points of slashing damage. I'm gonna need a DC, whatever half that is
10, I think.
Yeah, DC 10.
DC 10.
But you have advantage, so.
Let's see.
Advantage +4.
Advantage +4?
Oh, it's a saving throw, that's
throws.
right.
All
Yeah,
saving
and,
throws, including
and
that.
also plus my intelligence, that's another 3. So this plus an additional 7.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sure your spell's still out.
Just 30 cover the 10 DC.
Yeah.
Woo.
Silas.
I'm gonna chop at its leg.
Alright.
I don't like how fast it is, and I'm gonna just try to chop it. Do we have it surrounded or no?
Yeah.
So advantage?
Sure.
Woo! I'll take what I can get. Yes.
That'll get
Nice.
him. Do I want to, or should I save it?
Would Silas know?
No, he's panicking. He's gonna smite. Oh. But that's basically just gonna reroll the attack with Great Weapon Master.
Yeah. So for that 4.
No, 2 ones.
Still not great.
That's good.
I upped the damage by 1 again.
Yeah.
Again, you like sink your sword into like its torso mass, and your sword doesn't bite in at all. Like, no blood is drawn from this thing, but then it starts to sizzle. And it kind of looks at you for a second before turning back towards the vibrating Hellion in front of him.
That's me out of second level. But I think this is worth more than having my hat on. So... what is it? Divine Favor!
Oh?
It's basically I get tiny smites with every
Oh, yeah,
attack.
little
Oh,
smites.
so yeah.
Oh,
Tiny smite.
Sweet.
I never thought I'd use this spell, so give me a second, I have to make it.
Yeah.
You'd also have an extra attack, so yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Make sure you get that in. A D4?
A whole to 4.
Yeah. So... yeah! The 17 hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Things
okay.
large, easy to hit.
It takes 3 radiant damage with 12 slashing.
Yeah, you go for another good swing to the gut. You feel like you would have cut this thing in half if your blade sunk in at all to any of its flesh. And all you're left with is just a sizzle, as if you've, like, put a hot spatula against a steak.
Not a hot spatula.
A slightly hot spatula, I guess. Like a...
Okay, that's better.
And also, now I'm just a glorified fighter.
You could take your end of turn extra jazz if you want.
If you...
If you
I'm
need.
gonna roll it just to see if I can get 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Aw.
Keeping my flotsam.
Hellion. You've recently been scratched right up the arm.
Yeah, I'll just move over a little bit. And
No!
while I do, I'm going to yell,
You're not that tough. I've fought guys in bars tougher than you. You can't stop me. I'm a Hellion.
and I'm not going to attack it. I'm going to cast Blade Ward cantrip.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to keep dancing.
Alright. That makes all of
Why
its
did you-
damage, you're like resistant to its damage.
Yeah, it's like barbarian resistance, essentially. Like rage resistance.
Alrighty. Flotsam.
Why did you leave the safety of my bubble?
Who desires an audience?
Roll a persuasion.
Come on, being a bard.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in there.
Let's see if the person requiring an audience is interested enough.
Oh!
I'm like looking through. I'm like, I gotta have something.
Yeah, they like kind of stop mid like preparing a swing at the Hellion again, and kind of like look under their arm at you, and they like, without really facing away from the Hellion, they go into like a idle stance again, and they kind of let out another long kind of unhurt growl after everything has been hit with. It doesn't really seem like it's exhausted or puffing at all. But they kind of whisper out, "The King of Elk."
Oh no!
Elvis Presley.
Elkus.
I'm still
gonna-
just dancing confused. Like, what the hell is he talking about?
I'm gonna drop.
Audience.
Jazz heads.
Was that a free? That was a free conversation
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's a free combo.
I'd like to use my action to continue conversing with it.
Alright, yeah.
I want to drop the blade thing Or
you
cloud
can
of
move
daggers.
them off. Like, you don't have to decard. You can.
I don't think I can move them off, so I don't know if that's that's a very dangerous ability. Giving to move the cloud of daggers on my own.
I thought you can
I'm
move.
fine.
Yeah, let's get rid of them for now. Then.
No, not on me. I move them to Comet.
Let's put them over here just in case you bring them back.
I will. Can I yell at Viridian to hop off?
Uh-oh.
I need to do it on my turn, right?
Well, your turn's
I guess you're not. I guess you're not really doing anything, so you're not too. You're not really bothering.
Yanking his head off.
Just give me a second. I will be.
I take my sword and I plunge it into the ground, and then I get on one knee, and then I'll say, "We wish to parley with the king."
And I'm still just like, oh, you like you bastard! And I'm like trying to like swing his horns, and they're just not moving.
Without really changing that, you feel like there was no communing with the other, the Elk King. Like, you don't think this thing is the Elk King, or he already has an audience. But it kind of lets out another like kind of softer growl as it turns back to the Hellion. And mutters, "Be the man's tribute."
Nose goes.
So again, we only hear Flotsam side of the conversation. So
Yeah.
Look at a Flotsam and this thing like growling at him, and then turning back to come hit me, and I'm like,
I don't think it's working. I think it's gonna try to still kill us.
I'm gonna use now if I move, will I if I move towards Hellion or Silas, like in those directions, will I provoke opportunity attacks if I stay engaged with it?
No, as long as you don't walk away from them, yeah. You can just sidle around.
It's also
Going
huge, so you
to
can go underneath it.
I'll pick my sword up and put it away, and walk slowly and stand in front of the Hellion.
Yeah, you can sidle around and.
Flotsam, you're in the way. You're gonna get hurt.
Oh.
And then I'll end my turn.
Alright. Brilliant.
I do it again. I'm still going for it.
You're just gonna try and take his head off. Alright, roll it.
Yes!
Ooh.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, where are you trying to steer this fella?
Putting up some really big numbers.
I'm trying to like rear it back, like pulling on its horns backwards, just to like I guess I'm not really trying to pin it, but I'm just trying to like distract it enough with like a grappling of its head to like waver it around so everyone's advantage to hit it.
Yeah, I'll say you effectively like pull it onto its butt. It kind of like lurches back, and like the weight of its upper body kind of waves its hands a little, trying to like grasp something, but falls on its butt and kind of just like looks
next
around.
Turn, I'm gonna try to suplex it over my head.
So it is effectively
Watch out!
I was
somewhat
thinking
prone.
of Comet next turn getting to people's elbows.
Like RKO this enormous beast.
The people's elbow.
And then I guess just because I have a bonus action, I'll second wind, which doesn't do anything for me, but Flotsam and the Hellion both get 3 hit points.
Nice.
Easy.
Inspired by my courageous feat as I'm just grabbing his things towards like motorcycle handlebars.
He's so cool.
That's my turn.
Yeah, you've pulled them onto their ass, so they are knocked down. We'll say they're prone for the. They're not really prone, but they're effectively prone by your musclings. Comet.
witnessing, I guess, what Flotsam just did, I kind of turned to him and I'm like, I can't understand this thing, but I think I know. Are you communicating with it? What is it saying? I'm kind of like, I'm looking at Flotsam. I guess I don't know if he can talk right now, but
Yeah, you can answer.
This
10
beast
health.
serves.
D6.
This beast serves the King of Elks. I'll say that loud enough for if anyone who may know.
Yeah, everyone can make a history if you want. If you want to try and the King of Elk.
King of Elks.
I'll roll a history.
Still on advantage, but 10.
Get it, Eldritch. Ooh.
No.
We know the same!
Oh my god! Do I know this thing?
I'll roll a history check.
no.
Aha! Adelaide knows as much as Silas in this one.
Oh!
Nice.
A pirate? No.
Pirate elk?
Pirate's Tale we've heard of?
Oh, that's
An old
awesome.
pirate's tale.
You never really heard of, like, specifically the King of Elk? Like, the only things that really come to mind are maybe Archfey of some sort, or some fey creature, which, given the weird effects going on around the place, isn't too far-fetched, but you never heard of the King of Elk in specifics.
If this thing wants to
if it's a
talk,
Fey, my Hunter's Bane gives me advantage. Can I roll again real quick?
This thing is not a fey. If you're Hunter's Bane, yeah.
The King of Elk. If
I
it is a
guess
Fey,
you would
I
think
I would...
you would then know it is definitely not a fey because, well, it just isn't, or your thing would proc. I guess.
Gotcha.
I say out loud to, well, if it wants to talk, why is it still attacking?
It wants tribute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it wants me as tribute. So I don't think we can give that to them. I'm not gonna be their tribute.
Yeah. Flotsam, last time something asked for tribute, things didn't go well.
Yeah, the struggle on.
As soon as you say that, Silas just goes,
shoot. Well, I guess. Yeah. What's my? Because that's gonna be bad if I do it that way.
Gotta do it that way.
I'll do that. I'm gonna cast. Ooh, actually no, because Viridian's on it. All right.
No, don't worry about me.
No, I gotta. Oh, I don't think I can angle this in a way nobody else gets hurt. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Grab a little glowing orb out of my book, and shoot guiding bolt at this thing.
Alright, you have regular, since you are close up, but it is prone, I guess.
Yeah. Guiding bolt. Sweet.
Oof, yeah, easy hit. You kind of just like scorch it across the chest.
Yeah. 15 radiant, and now people have just advantage, I guess, if that didn't already count.
Yeah, now they're lit
so
up.
many advantages.
Yeah.
They glowy.
Yoch.
And
you gonna
then I can do. What can I do for my bonus? I guess I can heal. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it wants, Raw, but we're not giving it you.
Appreciate it.
So you get 6 plus
Yeah, your chalice.
3. So
Damn.
it's a 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Adelaide. You see Flotsam arms splayed out in front of the Hellion, Viridian pulling it to its butt. Seems like people are both talking to it and beating it up. Kinda weird.
Well, it'd be rude to join the conversation now. Like, I just butt in.
Yeah, let's just blast him. I'm good up here. Don't go any closer.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw another chromatic orb. So how many... So it's prone, but it's glowing. But Viridian gave you advantage. How... What's going on?
What does that mean?
What does that mean for a ranged spell attack?
Since prone makes it you to have disadvantage, I just like comments since you're at close range.
I don't have it notched prone, I have it grappled, which I think gives all attack rolls advantage on it.
But I think that's true. I'll give you advantage anyway, since so much is going on. I think it has I think you have advantage. You're probably gonna hit anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. What flavor are we choosing now?
Lightning.
So you snap crackle this dude right in the jaw again. Its eyes kind of go spinning for a little as our steam kind of emanates out the corners of its mouth. As it still pays you absolutely no mind. Like, you are a fly on the wall in this battle for this thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay put and try to see if I can get more temporary hit points.
Yeah,
I'm gonna yell out.
Try fire next. I got an idea.
It stands back up. Viridian's still got him in a headlock as he looks down at you,
toddler around his neck.
He opens his mouth, letting out like almost like a growly sigh as he mentions to you, Flotsam, if not her, then who is to become tribute?
Better not fucking say it.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I don't want to answer just now.
Gotta let the drama build.
Seeing you not answer, its head clicks towards the Hellion. Hellion, make me a wisdom save.
Alright. I do not get any bonus from Silas this time, sadly.
Nope.
Why'd you step away?
Because I thought it might, try to get out of the surrounding thing, but... Alright.
You feel a lot of dread. You do not feel safe. You do not feel happy with this situation at all. Make me a concentration check with just this sudden, just intense fight or flight emotion being shockwaved over you. See if you can keep up your dancing and your blurring while petrified with fear.
Okay.
Doesn't Comet's aura stop that, or no?
They can at the end of their turn choose to
at the end of the
ignore.
turn.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be 3 added to this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Woo.
It is now going to attack you. While under the effects of its dreadful gaze, you are vulnerable to its damage. So I think just normal, since you
cancels out the playboard. Yeah.
Which is good thinking.
Yeah, good thing.
You had no idea.
I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't want to.
All 3 of these look like they're gonna hit you.
Oh.
Shield.
Okay.
24 AC. Hopefully, if you miss.
That blocks the first one. Oof. Ouch. You take 20 points of slashing and 16 points of slashing. That would have been awful if you were vulnerable to that.
Yeah, I'm looking pretty not good.
Oh no!
Those big ol' hits without my blade ward doing enough to help me.
And make me the 2 saves, or 20. Yeah, so 10 and 10. I doubt you're gonna fail. So Jesus Christ!
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
You're fine.
Oh, that's impressive.
Silas, right? Oh, that war mage, man. It's too good.
I'm very confused, but they mentioned sacrifice, so I'm going to try to hit it harder because I don't want that to happen to me again. Still advantage because of everything that's happening right now?
Yeah, it's still. I guess its lit upness is gone, but.
Yeah, he is lit up still for the next attack.
Oh no, wrong one.
What?
He dies for a second. So again, you hit him with a good baseball swing, but only the sizzle happens.
Even though my weapon is magical?
Even though your weapon is magical.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep doing the mild sizzle. Then hit it again! That's all I can do!
The sizz.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 more damage. A consistent 3.
It's sizzling.
On a D4, not bad.
Yeah. Hellion.
Am I still under the effects of whatever that dreadful...
You feel still terrified.
So I'm frightened of it. This is what...
Not so much frightened. It is like a whole nother, just pure dread. You're like not even scared. You're scared of like everything. Like the whole world around you just feels like it's hopeless. Like you just want to go back to the hammock and like never leave the hammock. The hammock is safe. You're having like 3 midlife crises all at the same time.
Oh no.
Ugh. I'm going to... Oh, this is a tough one, because... Yeah, I'm just gonna do Blade Ward again.
Alright.
And since I felt the absence of Silas's aura, I was like, oh, that was helping before. I'm gonna
That was good.
plus
That was real good.
way. I'm gonna move back over here.
Get back in my good boy aura.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say a little weakly,
Like, a little help there, please!
and then I don't got a bonus action, so I'm just gonna pass.
Alright.
Can you use Comet's aura to get rid of the fear? At the end
Is
of your
that a
turn?
thing I can do?
Yeah, you should be able to get rid of
It's
any charm or fear.
or
if-
charm. I think it would technically
You get-
count at least as one of those, so I'll allow it to be nullified.
Wait.
It's,
Cool.
if
Yeah.
not feared, it is a charm.
So then do I roll that the temporary thing then, or?
Well, you can
no.
only choose to do one.
Yeah, it's either the 10
Oh
or
yeah,
the...
yeah. Then I end the thing then. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, awesome.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Here is what I want to do. I want to say... this will be my healing word that I will cast on the hell.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast that at 2nd level because I don't have a 3rd level. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all.
8? Oh, that's
that's
still
fair.
in D4.
Huh?
Oh, you added that. I got it.
Yeah, it's up above.
Mhm.
11.
There should be the...
Yeah, because that's an upper level cast. So
It's
you
11.
got it. You got it.
Yeah, 2 extra D4. Okay. My healing word, instead of saying healing word, what I'm going to say as I move of the Hellion, I'm going to say, you stand in the place of your master. I shall stand in the place of mine. And I'm going to reach back with one of my hands and grab the wrist of the Hellion. And as I do so, the energy from her passes from my hand, from her wrist, traveling up through my arm as I reach out one hand and I cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah.
The twist.
Oh, that'll get him. That'll get him.
I know it. I'm supposed to blast twice. Does that do it for both, or do I have to do it again?
Yeah, roll twice. Yeah,
Also, the attack rolls advantage.
it is advantage.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll call that first one 19. Then do.
So let me roll.
Yeah,
with
so do
advantage
2
for
more.
this one.
There you go.
Both will hit.
So this
Sweet.
one.
You don't have. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sheesh.
Oh!
It wasn't.
Wow,
It wasn't.
it's just-
It may not have been a lot of damage, but it's the
It was
coolest way
still
that I
It
could.
was really
coolest way I
badass.
could.
What's going on?
Still the coolest way I could reveal the warlock.
Yeah, you feel like the fire in your heart core kind of flare up as you stand to protect. You already got a bonus to any action. Alright, yeah, it just cops
Yeah, that's it.
2 little flaming
turn.
blasts to the chin. Flaming force blasts.
I'm more
Viridian.
trying to get its attention.
I cannot hurt this thing. So I think I'm just gonna maintain the grapple, and if that doesn't require an action, can I give the help action to like Comet?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if Comet's gonna bop it or do any other kind of D20 roll, I just gotta give it a helping hand. I
Alright.
gotta steer this thing towards Comet.
Alright,
Kind of weird idea.
Comet. You
My
well
turn.
up.
Shoot. I had a plan. That's gonna take an action, and then that would be a bonus
You
action.
can heal me if you want it. I mean, this is...
Well, that was my plan. I would move around. Could I get over Schneer without an opportunity attack?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
that.
no, Adelaide.
then. Oh yeah, Adelaide has to fly closer now.
Yeah, she'll get there. She'll figure it out.
And then I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna cast a little,
Press a little song.
not the healing word, the other one, Cure Wounds
Cure
at level
wounds.
2. If I can if it'll ask me to level. Last time it didn't ask me before it rolled. There we go. So I got no more spell slots for that. That's not great.
Ooh,
And then an extra 7.
damn.
So
You got 16. Yeah.
16.
Nice. Back up to 37. Not bad.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh.
Then whoops, well I didn't mean to roll, but why did it roll? Huh, interesting. I don't know why I rolled with disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
If anything, there could be advantage, I think. Because of the
Uh,
help action Britain gave you.
Right, but I think a 13 would still miss. Because yeah, that would still be a 13. It's just there.
Yeah, sadly, it clocks this thing, but doesn't seem to even
Mhm.
like it hits its horn barely.
But if
Right.
it already has advantage, and then I'm also giving him the help action. No, doesn't that? Can he roll the d20 as many times as he wants?
until
I hit.
until it gets a crit.
Over. Yeah.
Or Adelaide. Oh, sorry. You got stuff to do still.
I'm just looking at how much I can do right now because that's bonus action. That's action. I don't think anything else I have can heal you. Yeah, I think that's it. That's my turn.
Before Adelaide's turn starts, I'm gonna be
You're like, Wait a second, I had a thing I wanted to do for fire, but I need to recover from being hit really hard.
Alright, Adelaide. You're shouted up about not fire, no fire.
Not this time.
Yeah, not today.
You mostly hear just like an exasperated, "What's even happening?" I'm gonna throw a firebolt because I am running low on the spell slots.
I'll do it.
Gotta keep a couple in my back pocket,
Yeah.
and then we'll know if this is like automatically resistant to fire damage or whatnot. It's science.
Science.
Oof.
So you seem to scorch some of the corn near it. There isn't a huge fire going on, but like you see some popcorn appear.
Popcorn, yeah.
We'll chalk it up to confusion because like what is even happening? And then I'm gonna move over here. Up.
There you go.
Yeah, and then roll for see if I get more temp health.
Yeah.
I do!
Nice.
Alright.
Great, and that's my turn.
Kind of lurches up again after being twisted and turned and hit in the gut with some radiance and looks back at you, Comet. Not Comet, Watson, there you are. I had to see the F.
In this pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this pile.
It looks to you, this anger in its eyes as it asks again, pick tribute.
I stand as tribute.
What is
It
it
is going
saying?
to try and grapple you.
Wait, what?
Level train.
Roll a dexterity saving throw. or
Plus four.
acrobatics.
Plus four.
It is attempting to grab you. It's not a saving throw, so yeah, it's athletics or acrobatics
Damn it.
to resist.
It's not a
It's not a save.
saving throw.
Check.
Yeah.
So just
contest.
straight acrobatics or okay.
Oof. Yeah. It like grabs you with its left hand, spinning you and like whirring you out of the way of your friends, out of that pretty little aura. And is going to try and dread gaze you. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
And I'm out of the. He whizzed me out of the
Yeah.
aura.
Yeah.
I see. Very interesting. That he's done that.
All right.
Ooh. Well,
That-
he
not
is
great.
going to still attempt to just like holding you with one hand and just slashing at you with the other.
Oh.
Mayor.
Oh well, that's not what you want to see. You'll be. He crits you
Oh.
in the head.
Oh.
You take 35 points of damage. So that's
The big six.
that's good. And then he's just going to try and just like bite you. He, like brings you up and
I
just
get a
tries to like.
crushed soda can.
Yeah, he's
For this.
he's just gonna try and crush. Which is only a 17 to hit, but you know
That is.
yeah, it still hits. No, I rolled it. Hang on. There it is. And you take another 13 points of crushing damage. Going limp in his grasp, though he does not let you go, and kind of just stares at the rest of you as he holds the now flaccid flotsam.
Oh no.
God.
That's not what you want.
That's not what you want. That's not what you want.
Plus, why did you sacrifice yourself? I was about to summon a horse for meal. Because I can do that.
Alrighty.
Nah. Lay on hands, too.
You have to like jump up to get me.
Yeah.
Or...
You're gonna give him 2 points of health.
Yeah.
All right, you get
I had two left over.
points
That's
of
all I
health
got.
back, Flotsam.
And I have to double check if it was a bonus action to summon the horse again. So just check.
Pretty sure it's like a 10-minute cast to cast
Yeah.
Fine Steed.
Yeah. Not when it's already cast, though. It might be just pit dimension rules. So if it's pulling a cart right now, I'm sorry, cart man.
I guess it depends on if it's an insta summon or not.
It's pulling the cart, and then the reins fall through it, and it looks down at itself, and it looks back at the
Right.
Now I could just make it disappear. So, unfortunately, no horse. But
Not this time.
yeah, and yeah, maybe. I'm gonna stick here because bonus actions are rough for me.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright, Hellion! Your little tin can's just been snatched away from in front of you.
Yeah. I'm starting to piece together this one-sided conversation.
Yeah, you getting something about a tribute and some Elk King.
So I am going to... This thing's huge. I would like to try to jump onto its arm.
Uh-huh.
The one that
Is holding your
is
body.
holding onto Flotsam.
Alright.
And getting atop its arm, I am going to yell to it. I don't know if it'll understand me, but I'm going to yell to it.
I'm the tribute. Don't you want something that's hard to take down? Something worthy of your king?
And then I'm going to, since it's, could I angle a burning hands away from like Comet and Viridian because I'm like up a level, right? Because it's like a cone. So if I kind of shoot it sort of up, angle it upwards, could I still hit this thing without hitting them?
You can maybe hit its like arm downwards or its like torso, because Viridian's around its neck. Anything going for the neck area is going for Viridian.
Alright, I'll try to do that and kind of unleash like a blast from my mouth, like rah! And I'm gonna make a DC 15
Alright.
dexterity saving throw.
It fails a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, and then I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be resistant, if not immune, but maybe resistant, so I'm going to use the Blood Curse of Searing Flesh on this thing. It's a reaction. Negating resistance it has, I'm going to amplify it for an amount of additional rounds, so that all fire damage for this many rounds, in addition to this one, treats it as if it didn't have resistance. So, right, I can't just write 1d4, I have to actually put up.
/R.
Yeah. Sweet. I take 4 damage from that, and for 4 additional rounds, this thing will be regular. Fire does regular damage to it. If it's resistance, if it's immune, we'll find out in a sec, I guess. And then that's going to be 4d6 because of the curse. All right. 14 fire damage.
It seems completely unfazed, but as you kind of turn on the searing flesh, it does make it just regular.
Cool.
All right. So, trying to burn a hole through its body with like a blow, like mouth. And then that was an action. I have a bonus action. Do something. I don't think I can actually do anything in this section right this moment. So I will pass the turn.
Alrighty. Awesome. It's holding
Two
you.
questions. First question. Does it look like we've done any damage to this thing?
This thing is not panting or bleeding, or if you are, it's very internal, and this thing just does not feel it. What doesn't show he feels it. But you have seen like searing and like some reactions to some of the hits, but as far as judging if it is in pain, it is like a Fort Knox. That thing does not wince, it does not falter. Looks shocked every now and again, other than when it is being actually shocked. But
I'm gonna say before I do anything else, see how my master fights and yours cowers as you fight in his stead.
and it cocks its head at you. Its tongues, I think, has been disabled from being knocked out.
I don't know if that's true. It's not concentration. So I think it just affects you even if you are brought to 0, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like mage armor, like, you know, still have it.
Yeah, tongue stays up.
It's not concentration. But I guess it's...
I know that like spiritual weapon has a caveat, like if you're like knocked unconscious, then it disappears.
Okay,
So
well,
if tongues doesn't have that,
It doesn't.
It cocks its head in understanding. It understood what you said. It looks up at the Hellion, and then back to you, and just lets out another little growl at the rest of you, kind of sneering. You'll meet him soon enough, Tin Man.
I want to use my bonus action. Use my bonus action to do Mantle of Inspiration. I'll like weakly like snap. And it will be the Hellion, Viridian, Silas, Comet, 8 temp HP.
Ooh.
And then Cheeki, can I tell this is important for a spell that I have, what creature type this is?
You have your character Flotsam has absolutely no idea what this thing is.
Okay. Can I make a roll to see if I can know what creature type this would be?
Sure. Roll me a nature.
So I'm gonna make a Constitution check.
Oh yeah. You are not sure at all. This thing does not check any mark in any book you've had. It is definitely giant in size, but troll-like in nature.
I should say when I say creature type, I mean like fae, fiend, like undead. Not like I'm not trying to like determine like ooh, like I don't need to know reason what this is. I just am wondering if I actually I guess I don't need to know what type of creature it is. Yeah, I don't need to know. Never mind, forget I said anything. I reach out, can I touch Raw from where I am?
Yeah, I say they're standing on the arm, they're within reach.
I'm gonna reach out, and I'll touch her, and I'll cast protection from evil.
Alright. 10 minutes. This is a mental faith and protection. Benefits, creatures type of disadvantage on attack rolls. Can be charmed, Ryan. Nice. Fair enough. Alright. Hellion, you feel a bit more brave, albeit your friend being crushed behind you, you know? Like there's some hope for them.
I'll end my turn.
Viridian.
Also, just sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I have to go sometime soon. I don't know how close we are to a resolution of this.
About as close as you are to dead.
Oof.
Viridian.
It looked like it took the fire damage, right?
It looked like it absorbed a lot of it, but it was still, you know, it took it. It's on fire a little. It's sizzling.
I want to light a torch,
Alright.
and then I want to stab it in the eye with a torch.
Alright, roll a torch attack roll. Just make it like your rapier and you'll figure out damage from there.
Well, no, it does the 1.
Ooh, okay, yeah. 1 plus your strength.
No, I think torch just does 1
Just
fire
does 1 fire damage.
But if we can argue that it's a finesse weapon, and I'm raging,
Sure, your torch is a finesse.
I'm gonna reckless this bad boy. So that's all
Sneak
fire,
torch.
and then I'm gonna action surge.
Alright.
Sticking it
Hit it again. For 10 total points of fire damage.
Oh boy. Hey, Comet, what's up?
You're waving a torch around. Screaming fire ladies as I stab it in the eye with a torch.
Yeah, all right.
Brud. Alright, I have an idea, but it'll waste a turn if nothing happens. That's a bad thing.
Hasn't stopped me.
I don't think it understands me, but I'll turn to it and I'll just say, like, if you need a tribute, I think I could get you one. And I'll use summon beast to summon an ox somewhere in the wheat field. Come towards us.
Comet. This is where we see where you draw the line with your ethics. I like it.
Well, it is a spirit. It's a bestial
Yeah,
spirit.
but-
So.
Like, it's just a
The
spirit.
spirit's like, hey, what's up, master? Oh, shit!
Yeah.
So, out from the bushes, an ox kind of pushes his way through, and although the rest of you can't hear it, it kind of sort of.
What's going on here?
Hey, Comet, what's your score? What's going on here? Whoa, who's this big guy?
Look, we need your help. I don't know if you can help us with this, but it needs. I think it's looking for somebody to go with it. I don't know how dangerous that is, but I'm trying to help my friends out here. Would you be okay with going with it?
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Comet, what the heck?
It's like, no, and then it leaves.
All right. Fair.
You wanted me to eat all this tasty corn.
Yeah.
That guy shows up. He's like, well, nice to meet you too. I see that you're using this spell very nicely. First casting, and
Yeah, well,
It's like,
that's not the first time I cast it.
That
But
dagger.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
maybe not. Looks like he's killing yous. I can maybe help stop that, but I ain't going with that fella.
All right, you know what? That's fair. I'm sorry I asked.
No, it's it's weird, but I get it.
Okay.
Want me to ram him?
If that's what you can do, please.
All right. He takes a step back and just goes for a ram.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the same stat block as Luna because it just uses the same stat blocks. So I'm still rolling with disadvantage, but that's still a miss anyway. 14.
Yeah. Sadly, they put out their other hand and kind of just like grab its head and like twist it, and it kind of just turns on its side.
Okay, so then I'm gonna bonus action spiritual weapon here.
Zzz.
Bzzz. Damn.
Yeah,
that's my turn.
It's just barely off.
That's it. That's all I can do.
To attack?
What was that?
Well, even with it, nah, because it's not really surrounded anymore. It's
yeah.
We're all on one side now.
That's my turn.
All right, Adelaide.
Right. Penny's just been like vibing this whole time, right?
Flying around.
She was like up in the air, and then I like snapped back to reality.
There
and
goes
then immediately
gravity.
joined her physically by just shooting 60 feet up into the air. So I think Penny's just been watching this shit go down. So can I politely ask her, hey, can you help me out? I want to do the Dragon's Breath Penny combo.
They come in like a torpedo.
Just remember, you'll lose concentration on your fly if you do that.
Oh, that's right. I guess I can gently land. Because
Yeah.
so far, flying hasn't been doing that much for me. I'll like hide in the corn, and then I'll cast it.
Alright.
Yeah,
You
good catch.
descend, chill in the corn.
Field of Dreamsing it.
Yeah.
You doing fire?
Yeah, it's gonna be fire.
Fire! Alright, is make a dex saving throw, I guess?
Yes.
It rolls a 16, so...
Meets beats, so you're gonna take half damage.
Spicy. Whew, still a lot though. Shubbish could 1v1 this, yeah. Should've got him out. Yeah, so he like kind of brings up his arm and blocks like a flamethrower from Penny.
And she can swoop to safety.
Yeah. Its attention is then refocused back on the tin can man in his hand as he kind of backswings you around, like kind of counterclockwise. Hellion, make a dexterity saving throw to stay on, or an acrobatics, I guess, since that is literally acrobatics.
I'll choose acrobatics simply because I have advantage with the blade song up. Let's see how this works.
Oof. I didn't
add
roll it
my intelligence
anything.
in that?
Yeah.
No, it just says advantage.
Well, it doesn't manage to shake you off, or rather, the byproduct of it swinging Flotsam around doesn't shake you off, as it is just trying to get him away from Silas.
No!
And he is staring at you again, Flotsam. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
If I'm in the way, could I be giving him some bonus to that? Like, trying to block its vision? Okay.
He stares through your soul.
Viridian, put your hands over his eyes.
I stab in the eyes with the torch.
The world goes grim for Flotsam.
Ooh.
As he feels this thing clench around him, crushing whatever internal wood you have keeping your chassis together. His first attack, rendering you unconscious. He is then going to use his second attack to more or less just grip the top half of Flotsam which would deal an amount of damage, but just 2 death saving throws. As his third attack is to rip Flotsam in half.
Oh no! Welcome to the club!
So he grips around. Hell, you got a front row seat to this, as this thing just grabs either side of like a party cracker from Christmas, and just with one just guttural exhibition of strength and anger, this thing just whoom, in half. Flotsam goes.
You lose protection from good and evil.
Yeah, dude.
I lose concentration on that when that happens, I think.
Oh no!
The creature opens its hands, where you can see Flotsam starting to turn into the ash and dust that most things do once they are killed. You saw Silas do it, you saw Viridian start to do it. As kind of swirling in between the two halves of Comet is this flickering little essence, which this creature immediately like slaps both its hands around and just like cups in its hands.
Wait, it just used 3 attacks.
But yeah, this isn't an attack, this is a cover.
Action.
Action surge.
Yeah. It used movement to move its hands around this essence. It is then almost like a grasshopper just start to like sprint northwards.
I can't do that.
It goes too, but you somehow you like spin its head so it's just running in circles.
Yeah, it's just like spinning around as I'm like veering it.
It gets very angry. Silas.
Let go of him, you fucker! And I'm going to use inspiring athlete with giving me advantage, so muscles come out, and I'm going to try to take Flotsam back.
Alright, try to pry his hands open.
No, yeah.
Oh yes.
Come on! 18?
No. Its hands remain firmly clasped shut.
Do I get 2 attempts because I have 2 attacks?
Sure.
To grapple attack Flotsam?
Sure.
Come on, natural 20! Hut! 25?
Doesn't beat him.
Ooh.
This thing is strong.
I'm gonna just hold it onto the hands of this thing.
Alright. Hell
You
yeah.
have to fucking toss me if it wants to get rid of me now.
I'm wondering if there's a way I could, instead of try to strength it open, if I could get it without having like to do a contest of strength, like a sleight of hand or something like that.
Sure, but you'll be rolling with disadvantage. Like this thing, it's got like a vice grip around this thing. This thing has got what it wants, and it is not letting it go. So, Fel, if you gotta go, like I guess you can go. You know?
Yeah, now's a good time.
You know, like,
I want to know what happens to my soul matter.
alright, if you want to stick around, feel free to.
He's got my Pokeball,
He's
and I want to see.
All right.
He did the
How
thing
about-
that Mewtwo did.
Can I call on some cool story stuff then? We just found out that I'm his patron. Could I use that connection to summon or call that essence to me?
Because it belongs, you know, like.
Roll a luck
Property
check.
of-
See how lucky you are.
Oh,
to
here comes
attempt-
the luck. Okay.
Gotta use it at
Fell
some
in the
point.
pet dimension.
I'm trying.
Is it a luck saving throw?
Luck saving throw.
Average.
I will allow your determination to negate a disadvantage, though, so you can try and roll sleight of hand with a base.
Okay.
Ooh. Sadly, there is no there is like a vacuum inside this thing's palms right now. It is. You're getting spun around inside there, Flotsam. Well, yeah, I guess just remove them from the turn order. There, okay. Viridia.
Jesus.
I want to try to grab it out of this thing's hands.
Alright, you crawl down and you also attempt to open
I
its
just throw
hands.
the torch and I just grab Flotsam's essence as best I can.
Alright, try to pry open them hands. Ooh.
We're all just like trying to get him out of this fucking bomb.
Drop
my
it!
God.
Drop it!
This thing is rolling like a this thing has the same bonus as you, Viridian.
Damn it!
Oh my god. It's
Can I
been
offhand
rolling
strike
like
to do it again?
slightly. Sadly, no. You could action surge.
I already did that.
Oh no.
It still just can't move, so I'm like reaching for it with one arm, like trying to grab it, and the other arm is still firmly held on the antlers.
Oh my god. How are you grappling a huge creature?
And I'm just gonna punch it.
Well, you hit it.
Man.
You punch it. Come on.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I am going to cast Moonbeam
Ooh.
right here on the
Alright.
creature.
Yeah, it's safe enough to cast it there. It's a con save, correct?
Let me double check. I believe it is.
Alright. I think it fails because it rolled a 12.
Yes.
I thought-
Con save.
Okay, yeah.
So it is
save.
getting seared by radiance.
14 radiant damage, and if it's a shifter, it does it with disadvantage, and it unshift.
It is not shifted.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Moonbeam, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get closer to it. I'm gonna drop my hammer, and my hand's gonna glow a little bit,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna cast. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna cast Flame Blade, and a big old like prismatic plasma sword comes out of my hand,
Oh,
and
hell
I
yeah.
say, "I promised him he wouldn't get hurt. You need to drop him now."
Oh,
And I'm gonna cast it. I don't know. It doesn't roll, but I don't know why it didn't roll.
It's a melee spell attack.
yeah,
so
it's just like a...
whatever that
Roll
bonus
your
would be.
hammer, I guess. Or whatever your
Yeah, it's
wisdom
just
with.
doing that though.
You may have the same problem I had where
Yeah.
you change it to go into the settings for the spell and then change it to from spell card to attack.
Like in the actual spell
Because that was what was happening with mine. It was like,
I guess I'll go change it to spell
Yeah.
right now and see if I can do that. Well,
Second level, right?
well, yeah, second level.
Well,
Yeah, it's already on a spell card. Oh, here we go, attack.
yeah.
yeah, it should be an attack, probably.
Yeah. Nope, that just did that again.
I don't know.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Good spell
Oh
card.
yeah, I'll just roll. What's the thing? Is this 2D something?
Yeah, it would be a d20 plus 7 to hit.
3D6. Okay.
Yeah, and 3d6.
So D20. Yeah, D20 plus 7.
That will chop him.
3d6 fire.
For 15 spice damage. Youch.
11. Yeah. So I'm gonna swing with one hand, just.
It attempts to block it with its offhand, as it seems to be trying to do with everything, but it's slowly accumulating like these weird different scorch marks and radiant burns and ice shards, and like a lot of its weird fur is kind of sticking up. Is that all for Cometto?
That is for all for Cometto.
Adelaide, everyone over there except Comet is crying
the
at
ox
this hand.
might attack.
Yeah, roll a headbutt for the ox.
Get him, Ox.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably 19.
Alright, well, he boofs him in the leg.
Damage, yeah.
Knock him over, Ox.
Adelaide.
So, question about the series of spells that Comet had just cast. Is the moonbeam still going on? Or did it...
Yeah.
Okay. Is it concentration?
Yes, it is.
Well, it's gone then because you're using Flame Blade.
Oh, I did not see that. Alright, then yeah, it's gone.
Oh dear.
Whoopsie!
So nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, from my perspective, I don't think there's any way I could, like, pull together enough damage to, like, one-hit KO this thing. So I'm going to try something else to maybe, possibly buy us a little bit more time.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this thing.
Like flips through looking for a joke. And
Lex, tell me a joke.
What's he gotta make a whiz save?
Yes, please.
It's in the middle of trying to desperately pry Flotsam out of its hand, and Adelaide just yells from across the battlefield, "Bazinga!"
A 16 from them.
Oh no, means beans!
I thought you had 17, but no. I think he still takes Psychic, but...
Yeah,
everyone's crying, like, and Adelaide's over the corner, like, you ever heard of Big Chungus?
So still roll damage, because he gets that Psychic oof.
No, it doesn't take any damage.
It doesn't? It just
Tasha's
keels over
Hideous,
and
if it
laughs?
succeeds, then it falls down and it's incapacitated.
I thought you were using that mind one. I forget which one it's called.
Or something.
You can run and move if you want, or you can stay in your...
What the hell am I gonna do?
I don't know.
Get in there, Adelaide.
Kick and shit.
Does Penny have Dragon's Breath?
I would have had to end concentration on Dragon's Breath to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh.
It was worth it.
It is going to attempt to yeet Viridian off of its head. Finally.
Good luck, buddy.
Roll me an athletics, your rage, and so give me that event. Oh, you're on for the first one. Let's do it again. It's got 3 chances, baby.
Oh,
yeah. You're like fine for the first one. It like swings its head to the side. You let go with one hand, still holding on, but then it just like whiplashes the other direction, and you're sent like a Beyblade, just spinning into the.
Literally, let it rip. Let Flotsam rip.
No.
And then with like surprising amount of balance, this thing is going to like sprint off into like the corn while holding like Flotsam in its grip, just like dead forward, just keeping this thing close to its chest. Hellion, roll
How fast is it?
It's far. I'm gonna check if Hellion gets yeeted off of this thing first. Roll enough acrobatics to see if you can maintain standing on this thing. Oh, yeah, well, let's see with it. Oh yeah, you're still on it. So it, like, grasshopper just launches into the corn this side. Those tokens were for how many turns it's been since it's got its fire thing, but yeah, it's still on. You all get attacks of opportunity since you're within it, except for the Hellion.
Can I try to grapple it as my attack of opportunity?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do that too.
Alright.
Hey!
Woo!
Ooh, we needed that.
So you grab onto its leg, and since this thing is a huge and you technically shouldn't be able to grapple and hold it still, you are going with it.
With Peerless Athlete, my strength counts as if I was a size category larger.
So does that mean you can grapple things?
I can grapple
category
huge.
larger? Alright, well, I guess it's standing still just here, and we can play this out for another round.
Here, I'll roll to see if I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
26.
So you hit him.
Cool. So
What about that ox, though?
The ox
Yeah.
headbutt.
12 damage. 12 fire damage.
Sorry, I felt like you're never going to bed.
I was gonna say, Cheeki,
We're not giving you up that easy.
I also want them to realize that they're not gonna.
This thing ain't letting you go.
Oh, the ox got a crit!
The ox crit him.
Yeah!
Roll the ox crit. This thing just wants
We just
to
need
get
to set
out
the
of
ox
here.
on fire.
Right.
We have to
Alright,
find a
let's
way
see.
to switch the ox with Flotsam. Quick,
Light a hand, a whole ox in it.
Aw, really?
Give Flotsam's violin to the ox.
Oh man.
This is why you have the barbarian rogue. I'll slide a hand rage, like one hand this oxen.
That's an 18.
All right.
I am gonna have to go to bed.
Feel free to
Alright.
stay on stream to see what we're doing.
Dieter, text me what happens, okay?
Okay, I'll text you.
You're gonna know.
Good night, Fel.
Good
Night.
night, Fel.
I'll save you.
My god. Curse you on your grapple. I should have given this a thing a get out of jail free card.
Immune to grapple.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
could give it like the grasshopper jump that like doesn't incur attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, right.
Just have it teleport even.
It damn well might if it goes another round. Silas, you got it by the ankle.
Pry Flotsam out of its hands
Alright.
2 times. Let's go. Advantage.
You
No.
have to let go of grapple to do this. It beats you. What a surprise. This thing has good athletics. And the vice grip. Hellion. You're still standing on the arm.
Yes.
Somehow, in all this ruckus, you've maintained your balance.
I'm like, my blade dance makes me almost like a gyroscopic, like
Yeah.
you know, when you move a chicken's body around and the head doesn't move anywhere. That's like me on this arm. I'm gonna. Oh, man.
It's close to him.
All right. I know this thing doesn't like feel pain. Obviously, how is the state of its body looking? Does it look like we've done damage to this?
It definitely has, like, woundage. Like, it's seared and burnt and, like, got, like, it doesn't have any cuts. It's not bleeding because, like, none of your attacks have, like, pierced its flesh. But, like, in terms of amount of damage you've done without actually cutting into it, not a lot.
Could someone just attune to
that
Flotsam
case.
through its hand?
If it hasn't already attuned to him.
I would like to try to do what I did before and call upon patron bond that I have with him.
You only get one of those per session.
No? Yeah, okay.
One bond moment per session. Otherwise, he's going to find the last boss. It's like, can all my attacks have bonding moments?
Well, is this thing made out of flesh? Like, this is like a living creature of some kind?
Who knows, man? With all the information you've got, you're not sure what the heck this thing is.
Could be a ghost.
I mean, I'm up close and personal. Is it breathing? Is it
It's
like...
letting out breath, letting out growls. It's like flesh is leathery and like a velvety texture. It's like you haven't seen this thing in like you wouldn't even know where to look for what this thing might be.
I would like to attempt to I know Viridian is up next.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know he got flung up, but I know Viridian's coming back, right? So I want to try and use Booming Blade on his hands to maybe give Viridian a better chance to like pry him open. Like the thunder damage. I mean, even if he doesn't feel pain, if he's made of muscle and sinew and tendons, like that's still going to be affected by, like if you hit your funny bone, you might be a strong person, but you're still gonna, it's still gonna make you.
You can definitely hit him, and we'll definitely see.
We'll try it. So I'll make an attack.
Well, you definitely bop him.
All right.
You've been bopped.
That adds. I kind of forgot what Booming Blade does because I don't really use it. It deals a D8 immediately, and then if he willingly moves before then, he'll take another D8.
Alright.
Oh no, I'll take 2d8 because it's leveled up.
Yeah.
So here's the just initial whatever damage plus the thunder.
Alrighty.
Oh, you know what? I could re-roll that one because of my curse. I'll do that real quick.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, one more.
Alright. Alright, so here they have Booming Blade effectively on their person. Viridian.
Yep.
What's a man to do? Not that far.
Alright.
So you're basically where you are.
I sprint and I go for another flotsam grab.
Another flotsam grapple.
I just dive tackle him for it.
Alright, yeah.
Come on! Crit!
And if he'll do anything, I want to use my Venerable Griffin Essence to launch myself 30 feet in the air, like into his torso.
Oh, horizontally.
Yeah. Like sort of Luigi rocket.
Yeah. Oof.
That's not great.
No, not great against this thing. You gonna Luigi rocket him?
Yeah.
Alright, roll. Luigi rocket.
I mean, that's just a... Oh!
Ooh.
I mean, if that does anything...
Might knock him out on his ass. Jesus.
That's half his movement if he has to get up.
Oh! Bloody hell. Yeah, with that amount...
Nice.
They are sent careening kind of just over here with your headbutt. Those of you, I guess, Silas, you can get dragged with Helly and make me another acrobatics to see if you still somehow surfboard around on this dude. Ooh, maybe not. Alright, you finally land on the ground next to him. Like, oh well. Yeah, you land. Yeah. But he's still got, like, high up in the air. He's got those hands clasped. Comet.
Dang. Alright. I'm going to... I mean, I guess I got no other choice. I'm gonna get right up on it. I'm gonna go ahead and strike it again with the flame blade that I have.
Go for a bit of
My
toast.
fire sword. Huh?
Go for some toast.
Go for some toast. There we go. Fix it. I don't know why it's not rolling the d20. God.
Oh no, it's just damage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that hits, but yeah, well, that's damage. So.
Yeah, that's just damage. Let's see if it hits.
What do we got?
Get that turn order out of there. D20 plus... Whoops.
Ooh.
Cool.
Not having a good combat here. You wasted all your nats on the roleplay beforehand.
Yeah, on the story. Alright, so that's bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So then my action, I mean... Yeah, both of them are concentration. Well, my sword isn't really doing much anyway.
Just turn him off.
Yeah. Just being toasty. I'm gonna just do another moonbeam right here.
Start toasting
right
him.
as he's like running. So my sword goes away. And last moonbeam here.
Alright, it
14.
rolled a 24, so it takes half of that still. Alright, yeah, so it gets Scissor, kind of tries to block its eyes with Flotsam's essence. You're not sure if that's healthy for it, but
Flotsam, no.
we'll see.
That's pretty much all I can do. Like, I'm gonna move a little bit more. Move right here.
Alrighty.
That's my action. That's my turn.
Adelaide. What's a girl to do?
I should just be merciful to Cheeki.
Never.
Nope.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna hit him with another firebolt?
Well, like, the fuck is that gonna do? It's just gonna draw this out longer. So I guess Adelaide, realizing, like, we're not gonna murder this thing, is gonna try to, like, get as much information from this encounter as she possibly can. So can I use my action to just, like, do any sort of analysis on this thing?
Yeah.
Try to figure out
Roll an
what's
insight.
going on with this... Insight?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh!
Ooh.
Not too helpful. You just know that it is, like, it's trying to get back to town. It's trying to, like, run away from you guys.
Oh, it's trying to get back to town!
And, like, it's trying to take Flotsam back. I'll allow you action if you want to do anything about that, but thinking isn't too hard of a action.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I guess I'll yell, it's trying to get back to town.
As it is just going to try and hoof Silas, who still has him grappled, in the chin and just get him off of his leg.
Oh yeah.
Get off him.
Let's go.
Roll me an athletics.
Another crit.
Woo!
He's doing it again. Alright, it's time for a crit. You get knocked on your ass.
Ooh.
It then stands up. It is then going to Grasshopper spring backwards.
What? Well, I need
3 thunder damage.
It takes
It also needs to make
3
a con
thunder
saving
damage.
throw for the moonbeam.
It has to make a con saving throw for the moonbeam. Roll a 22, so
God damn. Well, it
everything
takes,
starts crackling and searing.
Takes like 5 damage.
Text of opportunity.
I get an A off for this?
You definitely do, but as it reaches the edge of the thing, it starts to blend in rather well with the corn. So roll me a perception real quick to see if you have a good line of hit on this thing as it kind of reaches the corn and blends in almost chameleon-like.
Well, I didn't mean advantage before.
I use my crit there, huh?
Yeah, right. So Shane, you definitely can get an attack of opportunity. Tabby, yours would be at disadvantage should you want to try and swing. And
I'm still gonna try to grab it.
Alright.
Alright.
Bloody hell. Oh my god. Please, oh please, oh please. Okay, thank god I got a 26. Get off of him! Let him run away!
No!
Interesting things happen if they do!
Rolling that one!
I want one too.
Alright, you can make one. Screw it. Comment, you want one as well?
I don't know if I was close enough to
No,
it.
you were technically closer than
You were?
Viridian.
All
20,
right.
you got to make a perception to see if you can see it first, because it like blended in with the corn.
Oh, alright. Perception.
Yeah.
Oh, but surely not right in front of me though.
No, as soon as it got there, it was blending.
I hit the shit out of that corn though.
Yeah. You're technically
That's
rolling
like 9
with
points of damage to that
disadvantage, so
corn.
you would still hit him.
That corn will think twice before it crosses me again.
Yeah, so you all bonk him. Your hammer sadly doesn't do anything. Neither
Yeah.
does the rapier. This thing seems rather immune to normal weaponry. But it does take a little bit of fire damage, I guess. Unless its thing ran out, but, you know. It gets into the corn, completely stealthed, as you, like, hear corn rustling aggressively.
Aggressive corn.
Aggressive corn!
Uh,
My lordy lord. You do see that the corn is kind of parting and separating northward. This thing doesn't look like it's being as sneaky as it was trying to get the jump on you guys, but...
How fast is it?
Once it's in the corn, whew, that thing is going.
I need a number here, Cheeki. Because remember, I'm also
we need
really
numbers.
fast.
It has a normal movement of 50 feet outside of the corn, and it is able to dash as a bonus action when it is in the corn.
that's 150
Pretty
movement.
fast.
Yeah.
Damn. You can
And
just
it is
barely outrun me.
invisible in the corn, so... It is running.
Do we know that it's running towards the town?
You get the idea already. Where all the corn's kind of being thrown up in the air as it's running, like it's running back to town very quickly.
All right.
Silas is just gonna chase behind it as fast as he can. A burst of speed.
All right. Once you're about as far enough away with the party as it can, it jumps you and eats you.
No.
So, we'll leave off session 23 with this strange creature. You still have no idea what it is. You're not even sure if you damaged this thing. You're not sure what that was.
And the only person who talked to it is the guy it got.
Yeah.
Its sight that was once set on the Hellion was quickly shifted to Flotsam, who seemed to grab its attention a little bit more. No one died? Flotsam literally died, Ink. What do you mean no one died? He's dead,
And his
homie.
soul was taken by the corn.
We don't even have a.
No one else was killed, I suppose, you know.
Alright,
thank
I'm
goodness
making
for
some
that.
notes for what I'm immediately going to do next session.
Alrighty. Whew.
Dang.
I'm pissed.
You can't just.
I can do whatever I want. You fell into all my traps. You fell for everything.
We didn't
I'm
even
upset that
rest
you used-
before leaving.
The action to attack, made 3 attacks, and still grabbed the essence. I'm mad about that.
Grabbing is free when it's an essence, okay?
Alright, we'll take note of
Hold you
that.
to that. I will hold you to that.
Hey,
Oh, shoot.
look. It technically already had him in his hands anyway. The letting go was more for flavor to show you what he was doing. Because I want you to hate him.
Dang. All right. Well, shoot. He didn't even give us like a meet me here.
Nah.
Nah.
That thing wasn't even a boss, dude. That didn't have legendary actions.
Mhm.
That was just a dude.
That was just a dude.
The guy, that was Sam.
That was Larry from town. It's just big now. That's the kid. That's Mason.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the kid.
Oh, we're gonna kill that kid.
Next time we see him.
Even if he's unrelated
Let's go
to
get
the
him for
issue.
information right after this.
Right. Let's shake him down.
Alrighty.
Dang. All right. Well,
I really do want to keep going, but it is late, and the person who was
Yeah.
kidnapped is gone.
Yeah.
You have no idea how excited I am for next session.
oh, well, we got stuff to do next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find Corn Man.
We gotta find
find
Corn Man and
Corn Man.
Flotsam. Where he be? Where did he take
Where'd
him?
he
Nobody
be?
knows.
Also, I guess if Fel is here next time, he's just gonna be sitting down. He's sitting on the sideline for a while.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about Flotsam.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't worry
Have
about
a whole
Flotsam.
aside.
He's gone on his own little adventure.
To hell!
Yeah. He just made a warlock pact.
Yeah, we gotta unpack those worms next session.
Whew.
Dang. Well, all right then.
Alright. I don't even know how to end this right now.
Just bye and then close.
Bye.
It's just over.
I'm so excited for you guys to
Game,
figure
I
out.
guess.
I'm so excited for you guys to figure out what this thing is.
Oh, you know what?
Fuck,
I had
what
a
if
late
it's my dad?
piggybacking on Comet this session, so.
Oh.
Watch it just be the rest of my family.
I can't believe he tried
Love
to tank for the tank. I think I'm almost mad at Fel for doing that.
I'm mad at all you for
Why?
walking in on this. I'm like, yeah, weapons don't work on this thing. Fire doesn't work on this thing. Silver doesn't work. And you're like, yeah, let's just go. We'll figure it out.
I don't think I
what
heard
else
the
are
no
we
weapons
supposed
thing.
to do? There's
Yeah.
a problem.
Well, if
this thing is the
silver
problem.
doesn't
and we
work,
build
why would a
problem.
normal weapon work?
I mean,
It's like cold iron
I mean,
rules.
I had a
They've sharpened, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
that would make the difference.
I thought it was
maybe?
like this could cut through diamonds. Well, I'm not wearing diamonds.
Good thing I'm not wearing diamonds.
You fool!
and also my weapon's magical now, so
Well,
Is it Chris? Chris!
Chris!
Oh boy.
Chris.
you got mad. There are so many things you're going to kick yourselves for not noticing. So,
Well, we also
Cross
got
that
a
bridge
lot
when
of
we get
bad
to it.
rolls on checks.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of the core. We should have shucked him.
He's in there, you just got to shuck him loose.
Why didn't we think of that?
We just gotta take an action to shock.
Yeah.
next
Take the
time we
shock
just come
action.
in with the
I take
healers.
yeah. Oh dang.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to do next session. I don't even know what we're gonna like
Right.
do.
Yeah, it's basically run after it, figure it out, just like how we got here. God, I feel so foolish for just not, taking the rest of the time to take a long rest and then go fight it.
I get the feeling we couldn't really do that anyway, though.
Yeah. Oh
'Cause,
god,
like-
are they gonna like eat Flotsam's or something? Is this like the harvest or something? God.
Oh, they got his essence now. What they gonna do with it?
Oh, great! now
God,
he's
has
gonna
this
have
whole thing just been a
lots
trap?
of enchantments.
Do they
Of course
all
it
know?
is. There's a thing that doesn't let you leave. How is it not a trap?
No, that the villagers made.
Oh, the village. Oh, they're genius villagers if they came up with this.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I know what I'm as Raw going to do, but out of game, I just want us to just note that we do have the option of leaving.
Right now.
The thing is ran away, so we could leave. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna,
bye,
but that
Flotsam.
option is there.
Oh, you can definitely try.
Unless there's
There's three more.
multiple. Yeah.
You don't even know. Also, how's your weapon magical?
Isn't it from
I guess the
I
I guess
forget
the
what it's
essence
called.
would.
Yeah.
Because it
The
does make
essence,
it is
yeah.
magically being a plus one. It's not normal. I know it doesn't say it in it, but that would make sense. Still,
I
it
just
doesn't
assumed it
matter.
was
Don't
just like
worry.
magic weapon plus one.
right. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh man,
Just immune to melee damage.
Right.
this thing's a doozy.
All I can say is, even when we find out what its weakness is, I'm not going to be very useful in that fight.
You don't really have any tricks up your sleeve.
I'm probably just going to do the same thing.
I'm going to be useful for 2 attacks, and then about after that, I'm good.
All right.
We'll see.
Well,
Damn. Well,
I'll have to have some talking to Flotsam between next week.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Who knows? Maybe he saw my god, and we'll get some even more bonding experiences.
Yeah, both of you will just like go up on the roof and say nothing again. Except with
Hey,
the
it works.
moon will be out and it'll like sparkle around you too.
now we'll see if like I wonder if he wasn't blue before, but now.
Yeah.
He might just be. He might look like he's made out of adamantine and scare people. Like, oh, he's defensive.
He's shiny.
Well, all right, I think we'll leave it there.
Let's get out of here. Let's I don't know, do whatever we do after a session. Detox.
Cry.
Cry a little, maybe. Yeah. Oh man.
Specifically this one.
All right. All right.
All right.
Bye,
everyone.
people at home.
Yeah.
Bye,
See you,
folks.
lads.
Thanks for watching.
My lord.